LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu. And Toyota. Let's go places.
Live.
From Dignity Health Sports Park, the LA Galaxy is on the air tonight. The Galaxy look for their second straight win when they host the Seattle Sounders. Hello again and welcome. Joe Tutino here alongside Hall of Famer Kobe Jones. Thank you for joining us this evening. We hope this broadcast finds you well. The roller coaster continues for these Western Conference rivals, at least tonight. Well, the Galaxy Wednesday night's 2-0 win means, well, their arrow is pointing up. Now for the Seattle Sounders, they were in second place heading into Wednesday night's affairs. Their 3-0 loss at Salt Lake has seen them drop now to fifth place in Major League Soccer. And of course, it's all moving around right now with games in progress in MLS, and this one of the last games to be played on this Saturday night. Tonight's opponent, the Sounders, they're feeling a little pressure. The same pressure the Galaxy may have been feeling going into Wednesday night's game. They've lost their last three. They've conceded 3+ goals in each of the last 3 games. Their center back pairings are off. Chad Marshall, of course, had to retire due to a degenerative knee. Roman Torres serving his suspension. So their 2 center backs not there, not the normal ones, which means maybe Zlatan Ibrahimovic could be smelling a little blood in the water. We will find out. They're looking to shore up that defense. We'll see what they can do tonight. Their head coach, Brian Schmetzer, talked a little bit more about taking care of business. Defensively, team defending, expecting more work out of his team. The typical coach speak. Now for the LA Galaxy, if you're Guillermo Barros-Schelotto, you have to be pleased because some of the things you were working on that you haven't seen, you saw Wednesday night against FC Dallas, and a team that had played on Sunday, then traveled, got home early Monday morning, but still responded on Wednesday night when FC Dallas came in, and that was Christian Pavón, very comfortable. He was part of the first 2 goals. In fact, both the goals that the Galaxy scored on the night. He had the secondary assist in the first goal for Ibrahimovic. He created the penalty that Zlatan scored his 18th goal on. Fabio Alvarez, coming off the bench, helped solidify that Galaxy midfield. And even Uriel Antuna, who came off the bench, was very good on the right side for the LA Galaxy here tonight. So that's going to be the same 11 that finished the victory on Wednesday for the LA Galaxy, and we'll see if they can get that 10th home victory on the season. Galaxy Seattle coming up at the top of the hour. When we come back, Kobe Jones joins me next as the pregame show continues right after these words.
Since 1889, Shasta Soda celebrates 130 years of flavor.
There's no fooling. Shasta's the cat's pajamas.
Extra Shasta now in cans.
Pass me the Shasta, Daddy-O.
Far out, Shasta's groovy.
Get down and boogie with Shasta.
Like Shasta is totally tubular, dude.
Shasta's all that in a bag of chips.
Hashtag Shasta is lit.
No matter how you say it, for 130 years, it just has to be Shasta.
Dignity Health is the official health care partner of the LA Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park. Our doctors and nurses look for the healing effects of human kindness every day at our Southern California hospitals. St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine, and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Learn about emergency services, health care, and healthy babies at dignityhealthcare.org/SoCal.
Galaxy fans, add some thrill to your drive to and from the game in a brand new 2019 BMW Z4 M40i. San Manuel Casino is giving away one of these amazing new sports coupes every Thursday in August. Play with your Club Serrano card at your favorite slot machine or table games for your chance to take home a brand new BMW. San Manuel Casino, all thrill. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Alcatel, the official smartphone partner of LA Galaxy, presents Onyx, a smartphone with the latest tech features at a great price. Enjoy sharp photos with dual rear cameras, enhanced security features with fingerprint and facial recognition, up to 32 gigabytes of storage, and a battery built to last. This beautifully designed smartphone with suede texture finish and expansive 5.5-inch full-view display will handle all of your entertainment needs, Available at Cricket Wireless and AlcatelOnyx.com.
It's Toyota's National Clearance Event, and it's going on right now, where you can save big with incredible cashback offers and super low leases on the last of the 2019s. There's no better time to get the Toyota that's perfect for you. So come and take advantage of amazing deals on all 24 Toyota models, like the sporty Camry, the fuel-efficient Prius, the rugged Tacoma, and the adventurous RAV4. But hurry in today. Our 2019s are going fast, and Toyota's National Clearance Event ends soon.
Buying a car is a big deal. Performance, reliability, safety, there are a lot of factors to consider. Fortunately, there's buyatoyota.com. With buyatoyota.com, you can locate a dealer, compare models, set up a test drive, and check out all current offers. It's the only official site for your Southern California Toyota dealers. So when you're looking to buy a new car, buyatoyota.com. We make it easy on you. Toyota, let's go places.
We welcome you back, Dignity Health Sports Park. It's about 75 degrees here as we count you down to a 7:08 kickoff between the Galaxy home to the Seattle Sounders. Kobe Jones joins me right now. And Kobe, I'm going to borrow a movie line and kind of alter it just a little bit. The MLS season is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get because as of Wednesday, these two teams had a different look to their seasons.
It's absolutely incredible when you look at where this league has gone in general. Just anybody can beat anyone, and these two teams are the perfect examples of all of a sudden they're looking like they're in opposite directions. Within one game, all of a sudden Seattle's on the downswing, Galaxy's on the upswing, and like you said, you never know what you're going to get. This is the dog days of summer. We are in that August, September high time where the separations begin, but in the Western Conference, everything is close.
Everything from second down to seventh, so every game, as much as everybody's pointing to the second week of October being the postseason in Major League Soccer, really the postseason is underway right now. And for you guys, maybe it was 2005, you had to grind it out to get into the playoffs and then go on to win the championship. Right now, though, it's multiple teams, as you just mentioned. They can't afford to lose. Seattle comes in tonight, they say, if we lose, we could be out of the top 7 in the league. The Galaxy, if they lose tonight, they could be back into 5th place, maybe even 6th place, depending on the results this evening. If you're waiting for October, you're probably going to be watching the playoffs on television.
Yeah, it's a funny thing, isn't it? We're at a point now where every single game matters. Every single point matters. We're already at the situation where teams are saying, okay, we can't tie this game. We've got to pick up the extra 2 points. We've got to make sure we get the win. And I think that's what's starting to go in the heads of even like a team like Seattle that's on the road is probably thinking, we need to get the 3 points. We can't afford just to get the 1 because we will start getting that separation from the top of the table.
Yeah, and then they're probably saying, okay, how do you get the points? And knowing that we're conceding goals the way we're conceding goals, they were 3+ goals a game the last 3 games. Certainly that has to be the number one thing on their mind coming in.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they come out and how they defend. I think this could be a Seattle team because we've seen them before. They like to put pressure on you wherever you're at. I would expect them to put pressure immediately if they lose the ball, but if they can't win the ball back early, they're going to drop back and try to get those extra numbers to sit right on top of the back 4, especially the 2 central defenders that are relatively, and I say that in air quotes, relatively new, as far as working together.
Well, there's been a trend for the Galaxy offensively. They've started the same way for quite some time now, brightly, but they haven't picked up the goals necessary in the first 20 minutes. We'll talk about that as the pregame show continues right after these words.
In the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Alcatel, the official smartphone partner of LA Galaxy, presents Onyx, a smartphone with the latest tech features at a great price. Enjoy sharp photos with dual rear cameras, enhanced security features with fingerprint and facial recognition, up to 32 gigabytes of storage, and a battery built to last. This beautifully designed smartphone with suede texture finish and expansive 5.5-inch full-view display will handle all of your entertainment needs, Available at Cricket Wireless and AlcatelOnyx.com.
Every time you close your laptop, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your to-do list is to do one less thing, a Corona gets its lime. Every time you press pause. Every time you unwind or lose track of time, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your feet are up while the sun goes down, a Corona gets its lime. So drop a lime in and find your beach. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal: your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, diehard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LA Galaxy.
Toyota's national clearance event is on, and that means huge factory cash back savings, like an incredible $3,500 back on a new Avalon or Prius Prime, $3,000 on a new Avalon Hybrid Electric or Tundra, or $2,000 back on a new Highlander. There's even $1,000 back on a new Prius Liftback, Camry, or Camry Hybrid Electric. Excludes TRD Pro and Highlander Hybrid. Must take delivery from 2019 new car dealer stock by midnight September 3rd. So hurry in today.
You expect the best performance from a new car when you drive it home. Shouldn't you expect nothing less down the road? That's why every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan that covers factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first, as well as 24-hour roadside assistance and lockout protection. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. See dealer for details and exclusions.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
We continue to count you down to the Galaxy against the Seattle Sounders, coming up with a kickoff at 7:08 Pacific time with Kobe Jones, Joe Tutino. We have the broadcast for you. Kobe, there's a trend for this Galaxy team, and I'll take it all the way back to the game that they played in Atlanta and go forward from there. They have started as the better team. They started as the better team in Atlanta. They couldn't find the back of the net. They started as the better team in all those games leading up. Even against FC Dallas, they started as the better team, but this time around didn't concede a goal against the run of play and then took care of business in the second half. How can the Galaxy be a little bit more efficient with a good start to get something out of it and really take control of a match and dictate to the match?
Well, you know what they say, it's not how you start,
right?
It's how you finish. You know, and that's the important part for the Galaxy. But within that first 20 minutes or so, I think there's got to be a little bit more concentration about the clinical side of the game for them. Obviously, I think there needs to be a more of a focus, and I've been saying this consistently, of the focus of getting the ball into, and not just to Ibrahimovic, just put it in the area for him. Okay. I mean, launch the balls. And that's not a bad thing, saying launch the balls, but just put it towards the back post as necessary and let him fight for it. That's what he does, and he's very good at it. So you got to take the chances of getting the ball wide and getting the crosses in. Now, what does that mean? That means there's got to be some type of quality, you know, on the service. We hadn't seen that at the beginning of this season. I'm tending to see a little bit more that it's getting a little bit better. Pavone has been much better as far as his crosses. I still think we got to work it a little bit more on the right side. We struggled a little bit of getting quality crosses in, but that's the main area. And then the second, we need to, I think, take more chances in getting more numbers forward into that final third. Our defense, though it has struggled at times, I think it is good enough to survive 1 or 2 moments under pressure. All right.
You said something in the video that we did prior to going on live on radio here that I thought was very interesting. Christian Pavone, Salvio Alvarez, they know each other very well, of course. Alvarez was one of the players that continued to say, hey, come on to Major League Soccer. This is the right place for you, Mr. Pavone. You said in the video you'd like to see those two players kind of interchange a little bit more. What do you want to see there?
I'd like to see Pavone showing up centrally a bit more. I think he's much more effective on the ball. I think he's more north-south rather than east and west and just going from side to side. So I think if he goes centrally a little bit, not just centrally in standing there and saying, okay, I'm going to play here, and then Alvarez, you go out wide. No, I think during the run of play, make that movement, come inside, get the ball. He has the ability to turn and be direct, go past defenders, pass past defenders. That's what's important, I think, for this Galaxy team, to have people that are a little bit more creative and a little bit more direct on the ball.
One player who had a good game defensively, but lacks a little confidence right now offensively, and that's been going on for quite some time, is Sebastian Lletget. How do you get his confidence back going forward to be willing to pass forward and maybe make some runs into the penalty area to help himself out and his teammates?
You know what, for him, the funny thing is, it's just about getting time and playing games. I mean, when you can consistently get injuries and then you're out, you feel like, okay, coming back, you're like, okay, am I ready yet? How long is it going to take? And then probably most importantly, am I going to injure myself again? So he has to make sure that he's in a comfortable place, not just 1 or 2 games, but like 5 or 6. So I think if Lletget can stay healthy, which is the most important thing for him, we'll see him at the top of his game going into playoffs.
From the Galaxy defensive standpoint, they're going with the same back four that posted their 8th shutout on the season. So I'm going to say continuity is probably king in this particular formation for tonight, because Giancarlo Gonzalez is on the bench once again. I kind of expected him to be in that first 11, but I understand the move. Jorgen Skjelvik, though, he had a pretty good game on Wednesday. He seems to be getting a little bit more comfortable on that left side once again, which is more of his normal position. However, I see him being, well, tested by Jordan Morris tonight and his direct play and his aggressive play going forward.
Yeah, I think that will be the big issue wherever Morris pops up, and I have a feeling that you're going to have a situation where the coach for the Sounders, Brian Smetzer, he's going to move Morris around wherever he thinks there's a weak link in the back for the Galaxy. So at times, you know, there's a lot of talk, as you said, about Skjelvik. I expect Jordan Morris to be over on his side, and he will be tested. Now it's going to be about making sure that Polenta, who's a good reader of the game, to give that support, shifting over to give the defensive help if at any time that Skjelvik gets beat.
Well, how did the Galaxy and Seattle Sounders match up? The Galaxy have scored 33 goals on the season. Seattle scored 38. The Galaxy have given up 36 for a -3 goal differential. Seattle has given up 37 goals on the season for a +1. They, if you look at the numbers, are somewhat of a wide open team in terms of their play. Historically, between these clubs, the Galaxy have the overall lead 10-7-9. Here at Dignity Health Sports Park, the Galaxy 6-3-4 on the campaign. The teams in the procession, as you hear the MLS anthem over our microphones, making their way into Dignity Health Sports Park and onto midfield. The fans still making their way into the building. They were told to get here a little earlier, and unfortunately, because of the amount of fans in the parking lot they're still making their way into this building tonight. They are expecting a sellout crowd. Coming up next, though, it is the LA Galaxy home, looking for win number 2 in a row on the week, and to continue to right the ship as they point towards the MLS Cup playoffs and need to secure that position. A lot of teams are trying to do that, and the playoffs may be underway now. We are going to find out. But the Galaxy and Seattle Sounders, they're coming up next. Stay with us.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife, nutrition for a better life. SNHU, see yourself succeed at snhu.edu. And Toyota, let's go places.
What you doing, Dad?
Just adding to my Shasta Can Pyramid, son. A monument to the awesomest moments of my life. Here's the Tiki Punch from Summer Vacation 92. Oh, and the can of black cherry from the day you were born.
Can I help?
Sure, kiddo.
No. Oh, boy.
And these are the Shastas as the day we started rebuilding my Shasta Pyramid. Shasta, family trusted since 1889.
And there when you celebrate life's moments.
It has to be Shasta.
Want more for less?
Spectrum Mobile delivers. Grab your wireless bill to compare and see how you can save up to 40% a month with our unlimited data plan for $45 a line, or our buy the gig plan for $14 a gig, all with free nationwide talk and text. Call 855-535-7732. Get Spectrum Mobile today. Call 855-535-7732. Savings based on comparison of single-line unlimited plans amongst major national carriers as of 10/21/18. Visit Spectrum.com for offer restrictions and details.
Galaxy fans, add some thrill to your drive to and from the game in a brand new 2019 BMW Z4 M40i. San Manuel Casino is giving away one of these amazing new sports coupes every Thursday in August. Play with your Club Serrano card at your favorite slot machine or table games for your chance to take home a brand new BMW. San Manuel Casino, all thrill. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Alcatel, the official smartphone partner of LA Galaxy, presents Onyx, a smartphone with the latest tech features at a great price. Enjoy sharp photos with dual rear cameras, enhanced security features with fingerprint and facial recognition, up to 32 gigabytes of storage, and the battery built to last. This beautifully designed smartphone with suede texture finish and expansive 5.5-inch full-view display will handle all of your entertainment needs. Available at Cricket Wireless and AlcatelOnyx.com.
It's Toyota's National Clearance Event, and it's going on right now, where you can save big with incredible cashback offers and super low leases on the last of the 2019s. There's no better time to get the Toyota that's perfect for you. So come and take advantage of amazing deals on all 24 Toyota models, like the sporty Camry, the fuel-efficient Prius, the rugged Tacoma, and the adventurous RAV4. But hurry in today. Our 2019s are going fast, and Toyota's National Clearance Event ends soon.
Buying a car is a big deal. Performance, reliability, safety, there are a lot of factors to consider. Fortunately, there's buyatoyota.com. With buyatoyota.com, you can locate a dealer, compare models, set up a test drive, and check out all current offers. It's the only official site for your Southern California Toyota dealers. So when you're looking to buy a new car, buyatoyota.com.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's take a look at today's starting 11, presented by Casa Modelo, home of Especial and Negra quality beers since 1925. First off, the home team, the LA Galaxy. David Bingham in goal, 1.44 goals against average. He's 13-11-1. 8 shutouts for David on the season. A nice bounce-back campaign so far. It could be better, but hey, give him credit. Shutout last time out. Diego Polenta, Rolf Felcher, Jorgen Skelvik, and Daniel Steres are his back line. At midfield for the Galaxy, it'll be Fabio Alvarez in the middle. Jonathan Dos Santos and Sebastian Lletget will be the holders. Out wide, Uriel Antuna on the right side, Christian Pavon on the left side. Up top, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the captain, 18 goals on the season. Stephen Fry in goal for the Seattle Sounders. He has a goals against average of 1.48 on the season with a record of 11, 8, and 6, 7 shutouts for him. His defense, Nuhu Tolo, Kelvin Leerdam, Javier Arriaga, and Kim Ki-hee. Midfield, they'll have 5 or a 4-2-3-1 as you want to look at it. Christian Roldan, the U.S. national teamer. Jordan Morris, also with the U.S. national team. Nicolas Lodero, the captain, and he will be the maestro for them. Harry Shipp as well, good working player there, a hard-working player. Gustav Svensson gets the start, as well as up top it'll be the lone forward as Raul Rui Diaz. He's got 8 goals on the season so far. Mr. Jones, first 15 minutes of this contest, it's been good for the Galaxy, but what do you want to see in this particular match?
I want to see the Galaxy start out on the front foot, put a little pressure on the back line of Seattle. They're a team that is struggling defensively and asking a lot of questions of themselves if they've got what it takes. So, you know what? Put the superstar Ibrahimovic right in the middle of those 2 center backs. Put them under pressure. Feed the Lion as much as possible the first 15.
Galaxy will defend the goal to our left and attack from left to right in the all blues this evening, which is, I believe, the first time we've seen that at home. And Seattle comes in their customary green tops with the blue shorts tonight. Our referee is Mr. Robert Sabiga. And we are underway with the Galaxy having the ball off the kickoff. It comes back to Jonathan Dos Santos, who lets it go for Sebastian Lletget. Here's Lletget onto the left side, Polenta. Pavon makes the run early, the long ball ahead into the area, and this is easy for Fry. Quickly comes off his line and collects it right side of his penalty box. A 3-0 loss for Seattle last time out, a 2-0 win for the Galaxy last time out. Fry knocking into midfield. On the far side, Skelbick able to clear it away. And it will come down to Lodero. He wants the foul. He's not going to get it. Galaxy come out with possession. Dos Santos able to break one defensive play. It'll come out of the right side here for Antuna. Gets tangled up with it. Alvarez never continued his run. But the Galaxy do get it back. Good start here on the part of Rolf Felcher. Now Antuna. He'll find Dos Santos at center. Back out for Antuna. He's got Felcher on the right side. Rolf with the cross. It's blocked and out of play. And the Galaxy get the first corner of the night.
That was a strong tackle coming in from Tolo that comes in. You could see that he was not going to stop on that tackle one way or the other. He was either going to get the man or get the ball. It's just on the edge of the box, so he was willing to take that risk, and now he's down.
Well, I think he's holding that left leg. Or maybe it was a follow-through by Felcher. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it seems like he's grabbing his head a little bit. It could have been some type of follow through at the knee or the kick afterwards, and we're taking a look at it. It looks like, just the studs catch him in the face, so a little bit of anything could have happened there. The eyes, the nose, whatever.
So the trainer's on the field to take a look at him. Of course, he'll have to come off. I don't think there was anything aggressive on the part of Felcher there. Just one of those things with the collision. He got him. Looks like his right cheek is where he got him. 0-0 here in the early going.
And this is a perfect setup for the Galaxy to get on that front foot that we were talking about, pre-match, to get this be dangerous on set pieces, dangerous on the set plays.
And they haven't been getting all that many set plays outside the area. In fact, heading into the week, the Galaxy were the least fouled team in the league, believe it or not. Tolo's back on his feet. He's off the pitch for now. He'll have to come off. The corner kick for the Galaxy. Dos Santos will have it on that right side. Jonathan steps into this ball, sends it in towards the middle, and the header on goal by Polenta is right on the goalkeeper, Fry. And a player down for the Galaxy now in the box. That's Rolf Felcher, but he's on his feet and seems to be okay. Here comes Seattle back the other way. Lodero sends into the area, picked up there by Bingham quickly, just past his penalty spot.
See, I think this is going to be a little bit of the play that Seattle's going to try to do, is break out very quickly, try to find Lodero coming from that inside-out positions, and then try to get the ball back in with Rui Diaz trying to get on the end of it. So far, just that one opportunity. Galaxy had that covered very well, Bingham very aware of any of those balls coming in early.
Possession LA here inside 4 minutes of play. Felcher able to send it ahead for Antuna. Dos Santos. He'll find Alvarez. Back it comes for Felcher. The Galaxy reset. Seattle pretty tight, trying to close off the field everywhere the Galaxy go. Again, early in the match, you'd expect that. Polenta. Ahead it comes to Dos Santos at the stripe. He'll find Pavon, who cuts in towards center, tries to find Ibrahimovic. Does get a toe on it. It'll come near side, and Felcher does well to keep it in play. At midfield, Galaxy on possession. Alvarez knocking it back. Polenta once again. Here's Lletget. He's got time and space if he wants to go forward. Decides to go back. And LA will try to work the near side.
And Seattle is pretty much playing how we anticipated, where they've got pretty much a 4-5-1 formation at times, all 11 players in their own defensive half. So playing it pretty safe on the defensive side right now to try to just shore things up centrally.
Sure. And seeing the reaction to where the ball goes, you can tell that that's something that's been on their mind, to start out well defensively and quartering off the field. It hasn't worked yet for this attack for the Galaxy. Polenta sending top of the box. It's a bit too long for Dos Santos, but LA keeps it alive. Now Jonathan into Pavone. He sends in for Ibrahimovic, trying to muscle his way. Pavone shot saved by Fry. Great save by Fry as he goes to his left and gets that hand down in a volleyball move. Let's put it that way.
Well, look, you're going to give that save to Fry, but I think that's more of a direct shot from Pavone right to Fry. I don't think Fry knew anything about it. That was more of the ball hitting him.
Direct red here, given to the Galaxy's Daniel Steres. Last man back, apparently, is our referee saying. Mr. Robert Zabiga is saying about Daniel Steres dragging down Rui Diaz. And now the Galaxy a man down the rest of the way early in this match, inside 6 minutes. And Steres not available next week now for the Galaxy.
Well, this is the interesting thing. This is close to half field, or about 10 yards beyond half field, where Daniel Steres gets caught 1v1 versus Rui Diaz. Actually, the first bounce of the ball is in Seattle's own half, and Daniel Steres reads it wrong, and then there's a hold, there's a little bit of a tug, and
sure about a red.
Well, he's the last man.
Okay,
that's the issue. That's the interesting thing, is the foul itself is not just, it's not a red, because it's a little bit of a tug and he kind of rolls over the player. Anything else, that would just be a regular foul. But he's the last man, and then I have to question, where's the rest of the back line of the Galaxy there? That he is by himself, 1v1 at half field. Actually beyond half field, because that first bounce of the ball is in the opponent's half.
Steres walks out, and game continues now. Here is Seattle on the attack. It'll be Morris on the left side, sending into the area. So get on through. They want a handball, the Galaxy do, and they'll get it. And a free kick here for the Galaxy inside the 6-yard box. So now the Galaxy a man down. Maybe arguably their best defender leaving the match in Daniel Steres. He's had a rough patch here over the last month or so, but I think he's been the most consistent defender the Galaxy have had this year so far.
Yeah, one thing about Steres is he has grown this year, I think, more than any. I think this was kind of his breakout year, where he was even in a situation where it's like you can't take him off the field. He was playing that well. So it's interesting to see now that he's, falls to the red card and now puts his team in a position, where they've got to play the whole game a man down.
Would you be willing to play 3 in the back, considering Seattle looks like a 4-5-1?
I would consider doing that. The only issue is I don't think Seattle's going to sit in this 4-5-1 very much longer when they're up a man. I think there's going to be a change by Smetzer, moving his players around to take advantage.
Here's Felcher now for the Galaxy, with having the ball at midfield. Antuna tries to knock it back for Felcher. It'll be cleared ahead to Dos Santos, and the Galaxy able to regain possession that they lost momentarily. Skelvick on the left side. Giancarlo Gonzalez warming up now for LA. So the coaching staff deciding that they will make that change. Here's Dos Santos. He gets away from one defender, able to play on the left side. Skelvick pushing forward. He'll find Pavone along the end line, watched by one defender there, and Kihi. And it's cleared out of play over the far side touch. It'll be a throw-in, touch last by LA. Seattle moving the ball back into midfield. Harry Shipp lets it go for Roldan. And off the near side for Tolo. Ariel Antuna gets the first ball, but doesn't hit it well. And just the same thing we saw on Wednesday night. Players lose their footing, as Rui Diaz did that. And here come the Galaxy back the other way. Fabio Alvarez from Ibrahimovic, side of the area. Top of the box it comes. Dos Santos running on in. Was he brought down? Penalty in favor of the Galaxy, as Dos Santos is brought down, and a referee points to the spot. And the Galaxy get a penalty out of this.
Well, this is the perfect situation where the Galaxy have been aggressive going forward. Alvarez actually pulled the ball back, and it's a little touch from Dos Santos. Now, I definitely think there may be a bit of a look from VAR on this one, because it looks like there's it's difficult to tell from the first angle that we've seen.
See if it gets confirmed here. Did it touch his hand? More time.
We're taking a
this
look.
Might be the wrong side. Look, he got it off his knee there.
Remember, it has to be clear and obvious. This is a tough one for VAR. And remember, it has to be clear and obvious. But there's even, as the leg goes out, the defender is actually pulling his leg back as Dos Santos goes through.
Still waiting here. Our referee, handball is called, and I believe he's going to go take a look at it to confirm it. So he's going to check to see if there was a handball for Dos Santos. One angle, it looks like a handball. The other angle, it looks like the ball went left and not to his right side, which I thought it would be off his right hand on the replay we get from our side of the pitch.
For me, it's difficult to tell, but I'm trying to look at where we have Roldan coming in as well,
right,
to see if he actually connects.
That left hand might have done it. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there might have been a left hand, and also.
Yeah.
Well, here comes the referee back with the decision.
Ibra, he'll keep the ball at the spot, but I think our referee is going to point the other way, and he is. Handball. So we're 0-0. It'll be possession back to Seattle inside 12 minutes of play.
And one thing I always like to do and tend to do is take a look at the player really quickly after the call is made. And Jonathan Dos Santos was just clapping his hands and really didn't protest very much. Let's put it that way.
The cat that ate the canary. Here's Rui Diaz, able to play it back defensively. Arriaga on to the left side. Tolo will play forward for Morris. This ball may have gone out of play, and it did. Throw in here for the Galaxy. Antuna with the slide tackle there, so I wasn't sure if he got to it first before it crossed the line.
Now, interesting, I'm waiting to see what type of adjustments that Smetzer makes, as he's got to understand he's up a man, and I've already seen for the Galaxy of what they've done. They've kind of left this left side kind of open for Antuna. He's shifting back, starting at a right back position and taking the whole kind of right side for himself, and they've kind of pulled Fabio Alvarez back into the midfield. He shifted to the right a bit as well. So playing kind of like a 4-4-1.
Okay. This will be a free kick for the Galaxy as Alvarez was brought down. They'll work the near side. Here is Antuna. Back to Felcher, back to the goalkeeper Bingham. 0-0. The Galaxy a man down. Daniel Steres red carded. Gets the direct red, being the last man back. Now the Galaxy pushing forward. The long ball from Bingham finds Ibrahimovic. He goes on the left side. Here's Pavon. It'll come out wide. Skelvik. Back to Pavon and all the way back out. Leggett this time. Tries to square towards center. He does. Dos Santos wheels it around the right side. He'll find Antuna. Has a little space here. Morris defending. The early ball towards that back post. Looking for Ibra. It'll get on through over to the far side, and this one will be collected by Harry Shipp.
And it still looks like, to me, like Seattle's the team playing the man down. At this point, the Galaxy's doing a very good job of getting their shape, keeping the ball, and moving it around and being aggressive going forward. That they've got Seattle still on their back foot.
Dos Santos into Ibrahimovic. One time in all the way around. It goes left side. Pavon. Now Alvarez. He's just passed him. He wants the foul. He's not going to get it. Now the foul will go the other way against Alvarez. And a free kick. He's got to be careful here. He's been knocking the ball around after after stoppages, and our referees are picking up to that, and that easily will get you a yellow card in this league.
Oh, he's getting a talking to right now.
Sure. Stern one from Robert Zabiga. So a free kick for Seattle. Their middle third of the pitch. Keehee in towards center. He'll find Roldan. The Galaxy now in blocks of 4 and 5, or 4 and 4, I should say, defensively. Here's Roldan. He has to play it back. You'll find Arriaga, left side, Tolo. Likes to go as, I believe, Nuhu on the back of his jersey, so we'll recalibrate that. Roldan knocking forward. You'll find Lodero onto the left side. Here's Morris working on Antuna. Nice job by the youngster. He'll clear it out of play with a slide tackle. Seattle gets the corner kick out of it. And I can understand now why you would go after Antuna. Not normally a right back.
Yeah, it's a funny thing is Seattle has not adjusted and figured out how to deal with their man-up situation yet. There's been a few times where the outside back, Leardom has gone forward where he's been wide open, but they haven't found it. They haven't gone to Antuna yet either.
Here's Lodero. Top of the box it'll go on that corner. Roldan keeps it alive. Get another chance at it again on the left. Lodero one more time. Antuna gets in front of that cross and a throw-in. Chip. Left corner of the box it comes. Roldan. Back out wide. Lodero. Watched there by Antuna, and again out of play. Nice job defensively by the youngster. But a corner kick and a set play opportunity here for the Sounders.
And this is where the Galaxy need to get a hold of the ball again, because the last thing you want is for Seattle to start to gain confidence and start moving them around defensively.
First on the corner it's taken, it's cleared away. It comes out now for Ibrahimovic, who just plays in the midfield. Here's Leardom. It'll come forward. Chip down the middle of the park, watched by Dos Santos. Attempted shot at goal, I believe. Blocked there by Felcher. Out the left side it comes. Lodero with the cross into the box. The header. Morris missed a wide open opportunity there, and it goes out of play off his forehead for a throw in Galaxy. The Galaxy thought it was an offside. But nonetheless, it's going to be possession LA.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if it was offside, but they could not allow Lodero to continue putting in these crosses from the left flank, because he's had time and space, and he's putting in some quality balls where Zach Morris has to be wondering how he possibly missed that. He's at the top of the six with a wide open header and knocks that one wide.
The Galaxy thought he was offside, but I don't think the flag would go up there. On the replay I saw, it was pretty close. One of those VAR errors that I understand why the far side linesman would keep the flag down. This will be a foul as Pavone is brought down now off that goal kick right at the top of the center circle. So a free kick here for the Galaxy. They seem to be managing it okay, being a man down here. It's been, what, about 6 or 7 minutes?
Yeah, it's been all right so far. I think one of the big issues and one of the big things playing in the Galaxy's favor is they have Ibrahimovic, and Seattle's very fearful to leave it, to push another number forward with Ibrahimovic back there.
Dos Santos fights it into the area. Ibra back to the top of the box. Alvarez to goal on the volley. Over the bar and out of play. Goal kick here for the Seattle Sounders. Hey, you want to make history with us in 2020? LA Galaxy season ticket memberships, that is, on sale now. Season ticket members receive the best seats, best rates, exclusive access to LA Galaxy players and alumni, invitations to members-only events, and more. Get those memberships today. LAGalaxy.com/since96.
I'll tell you, that last opportunity by Alvarez was a perfect example of Seattle's poor defending. The ball goes up to the back post for Ibrahimovic. 7 defenders all look at the ball and are wondering where Ibrahimovic is. Well, Alvarez comes in late and receives the ball wide open off of the header right at the top of the 18.
Here's Ibra on possession now. So the players that are off of Ibra need to do a better job being more clinical. I mean, 18 goals from Ibrahimovic. The next player has 3, and that's Alvarez and Daniel Steres. That number needs a little bit,
a little bit better.
Bigger.
Yep. Well, that's where you're hoping that your new signing Pavone will get on.
Yeah.
Will get on the board, and he had a great opportunity right before the red card to get on the board. A fantastic save by Fry.
Dos Santos able to spray it out wide for Alvarez. He's able to get the overlap to Antuna. His early cross is cleared away. Morris sends it out, and it'll be a throw-in here for the Galaxy. The Galaxy are asking, I think they want to do the substitution, I believe. Not necessarily right now, but they're going to look to do that, or maybe get through the first half, Kobe.
Yeah, I wouldn't change a whole lot because the Galaxy have the better play right now, even though they're a man down. Seattle is so scared defensively that they are still dropping 10 back and just leaving one up high, dropping 10 back defensively because of the movement and the abilities of the Galaxy going forward.
And right now, basically, the way you look at the Galaxy, you have Felcher and Polenta playing as the center backs, and the responsibility being shared defensively between Dos Santos and Antuna at times on that right side. Here's Fabio Alvarez. You'll find Dos Santos, who trails on the play, to the back post once again, intended for Ibrahimovic. Dom gets on the first ball, but Ibra has it now. Back to the top of the box. Alvarez one more time. A little too much time on the ball that time, as Lodero will dispossess him. But Felcher closes it down at midfield, and no counterattack there. Here's Polenta now for the Galaxy. Good job by Felcher.
Excellent job by Felcher stepping in and winning that ball off of Rui Diaz off of the first touch. That's exactly what you want to do. And right now, the LA Galaxy are winning every single individual battle. And when you're down a man, that's what you got to do.
And Jordan Morris just picked up a yellow card. It's a tactical foul, and he points to the referee. That's my first foul. I think things are going to change now from this direct red. I don't know that officials necessarily become suggestive and they want to even things out, but I think it just is as a normal thing. It happens. It plays on their conscience.
It does, because that's not a yellow card for me from Jordan Morris. That's a regular foul. After players are kicking the ball away and he's giving talking tos, and then Morris gets a yellow for just a little bit of a tug. That's surprising. So we might see this evened out somewhere
at some point. At some point. I think that the call, the penalty may have been it, although the replay certainly showed the hand to ball on the part of Dos Santos, and so we continue there, and we're 0-0 here in the 22nd minute of play. Arriaga almost losing possession for Seattle. Ahead it goes to Roldan. He has it now again. Watch there by Dos Santos. It'll be sprayed out the right side. Leerdam pushing forward this time. Watch there by Skalvik into Rui Diaz, side of the area. Great job on the part of Pavon. Staying with him, and it dispossesses him, takes the ball out, and clears in the midfield. Intended for Ibrahimovic. However, the defender in front there, Svensson, able to get it back.
Now that last ball from Roldan, changing it all the way to Leerdam, that could be the trouble for the Galaxy. That's the first time since that red card that Seattle has found that, but now that it's on the radar of Roldan, expect Seattle to try to do that a bit more, changing the point of attack.
Svensson able to go forward to Rui Diaz. His attempted shot is blocked there by Felcher. Another corner kick here for Seattle, this one from the right side. 0-0. The left-footed ball that's going to bend in towards goal. Played to the near post, knocked away by Ibrahimovic. And they'll clear it back in the midfield. Pavon again able to do that for the Galaxy. Nuhu has it now onto the near side. Kihi. Svensson.
I'll tell you something, the back line of Seattle doesn't look very comfortable on the ball,
no.
do they?
Here's Svensson one more time at the stripe. Able to play on the right side, intended again for Leerdam, pushing forward. Watch there by Skalvik onto his left foot, tries to play it to the back post and cleared away by Polenta. However, Seattle still on possession here, so this is a little better from Seattle.
And you notice this better play has come when now that they're changing the point of attack from one side to the other. This is forcing the Galaxy outside players to shift back defensively. So now when they do win the ball, there's nowhere to play out.
The cross into the box, this time Bingham able to pull it down at the top of his 6. Galaxy back 4, though, also content to continue to stay tight. Skalvik was pretty tight inside the left corner of his penalty area, just to give you an idea on the schematic of the field where he was on that ball that did go wide for the cross that just came in moments ago. So 25th minute, 0-0. Seattle now on possession defensively. Arriaga does not look comfortable at all on possession.
No, not at all. You're seeing Svensson start to drop back and try to get possession to be that playmaker. One to really start the build-up for Seattle.
Here's Lodero now. Seattle has it on the left side, right at midfield. Dos Santos closes him down. Throw in here. Hey, Leagues Cup goes on to the semifinals. MLS versus Liga MX. The Galaxy taking on Cruz Azul right here at Dignity Health Sports Park. It'll be on Tuesday, August the 30th. Get your tickets, LAGalaxy.com. Ball at midfield. Dos Santos able to get a touch on it. However, Seattle able to break out once again, this time to the far side. Nuhu trying to find Leerdam. Pavon able to clear it out of play. It'll be a throw-in.
Pavon showing a little bit of effort and intensity, tracking back to make sure that he got on the end of that challenge Leerdam for the ball. That's something that you like to see for the new signing coming in, and just showing that he's willing to work on the defensive side of things as well.
There's Leerdam on that right side now. Plays it through for Lodero, side of the area, tries to play it across and goes right into Antuna. Does a nice job defensively as Jordan Morris was trying to close the back post down. Morris looks a little slower in the early moments of this match than I remember. Here's Lodero. His attempted cross is blocked again. It comes out to Dos Santos, top of his penalty box. And now on to the left as the Galaxy move forward. Here's Leggett getting forward. He's got Pavon, although he's bracketed by three defenders. Here's Ibrahimovic down the middle of the park. He was about 45 yards from goal and had a look and decides to play it back out left side. Skelvik.
He had a little bit of a glance up to take a shot, but I think he was actually looking for the pass, but no support on that right side. I think it's starting to take the toll on Antuna, having to play the whole right side pretty much to himself, where he's back defensively. He's not able to get forward as much as he'd like to help support on the right flank.
How do you fix that potentially? What type of move would you make? Alvarez coming back defensively to help out here. Nuhu making the late run, gets across the top of the box. Skelvik able to clear it away into midfield. Keehee.
Well, really, I mean, that's the interesting thing is when you're down a man, there's not a whole lot you can do. If you're at that right back position, you're just going to have to do it. And sometimes it's like, okay, you have to do hard work and do some extra duty. So the big thing for him is going to be able to pick and choose his times when he goes forward.
Youngest player on the pitch for the Galaxy also, so he should have enough energy to at least get him to the break, and we'll see what happens after that. Here's Nuhu on that left side, working on Antuna. Back out it goes, Roldan. Sprays this one to the right side of the penalty box. Leerdam is there. Watch there by Skelvik now. Back out it goes. Roldan one more time. Lays it off. Svensson inside 30. Able to play left corner. And you'll find Lodero plays it low to the top of the 6. And Felcher is there to clear it away. Throw it.
Now Lodero puts in another fantastic low hard ball. Right touching, edging at the 6. Every one of those balls is so dangerous.
Rolled on for Seattle at center. Out the left side it comes again. Nuhu one more time. Fakes the cross and now lets it go. Svensson. On to the left. Lodero. Gets away from Antuna, however. He's forced to kind of play the ball ahead and it's broken up. Ibrahimovic almost able to get a breakaway from 45 away, but nice job by Keehee closing him down. I'm not sure the big man has the speed to do that these days. Galaxy handing in the substitution card. We'll see what happens. Nuhu with the cross top of the box. Here's Rui Diaz with a chance. Nice job by Polenta. Behind the play, able to break that one up. And it's cleared back into midfield.
Emergency defending by Polenta, being able to track just that last step to get his foot on the ball before Rui Diaz was looking to have a shot from about the penalty spot.
Yeah. Just at that last moment, he was about a half step behind him, goes down to the ground, able to clear it out. Arriaga able to go left side. Here's Morris. Ship making the late run towards the left wing. Felcher comes out to defend on the play. Nuhu once more. Svensson. It's there by Dos Santos. Back onto the left. Morris. Chip one more time onto his right foot. Back out it goes. Nuhu. Dos Santos defending there. Morris keeps it alive, though, for Seattle. Svensson one more time from distance and right on the goalkeeper. David Bingham. Easy save for him. It was wide.
I'll tell you one, the Galaxy looked solid defensively in their blocks of 4. But Seattle, they look like they do not have any ideas unless they have Lodero on the ball. They have no clue what to do, and the Galaxy are doing a good job of limiting Lodero's touches.
Long ball comes ahead. Ibrahimovic able to knock it off to the left side. Pavon will run it down. Ibra now onto that left. Here's Leggett. He'll knock it back. Gonzalez will be coming on for the Galaxy. The question is who's coming off for LA. Will it be Antuna? I don't think you're going to ask Felcher to be the wing back. Or will it be a central player like Leggett?
Well, it might actually be Antuna that goes off and put a defensive player.
Okay. Here's Morris now. His pass intended for Rui Diaz, intercepted by Polenta. He reads the game so well. Ahead it goes to Pavon. Here's Ibrahimovic. Right side of the circle. Ibra looks again to his right. Antuna just staying in a defensive posture.
This Seattle team looks tired, don't they?
Yeah.
They look quite a bit slower than I've seen them play in the past. And you mentioned it, like Morris looks like he's out of gas already.
Yeah. Now, they played at altitude in Salt Lake, but I think they would be feeling a little better here at sea level, but it doesn't look like that's the case, at least for now. Antuna does get into the attack now for the Galaxy. He's on the right side. Watch there by Nuhu. Rio Antuna, back out it goes. Dos Santos. He's got Leggett. Out the left it goes. Skelvik. Pavon's in the middle of the park right now. They can't find him, though. Leggett. Now Pavon shows back for the ball. His pass intended for Sebastian, broken up by Svensson. Polenta now for the Galaxy on possession. Lobs it forward, intended for Ibrahimovic. Cleared by Arriaga. Antuna keeps it alive for LA inside the 33rd minute. 0-0. The Galaxy got a direct red card. Daniel Steres playing a man down. Dos Santos. Near side it comes. Antuna in for Alvarez. This is good for LA. Alvarez pokes it towards that back post. It'll be cleared to the top of the box, and the Galaxy keep it alive. Leggett, can he keep possession here? Was he brought down by Roldan? He was, and a great free kick opportunity for the Galaxy now. 23 yards from goal, left of the arc. Substitution for the Galaxy. Leaving the match will be Fabio Alvarez. Okay, so now Pavon drops into the middle left.
Well, this will be interesting. We'll have to wait and see where this is going, where Gonzalez is coming in at. But going back to this play, this is fantastic for the Galaxy as far as positioning. You have to imagine, well, we can see it from up here. No one else is having to look at this ball except Ibrahimovic.
Oh, yeah.
He's standing with the ball in his hands on the spot.
It'll be a little further. Our referee marks it at about 25 yards from goal and not the 23 that I saw in my vision. Antuna comes over. He's getting some more direction here from GBS. 0-0 inside the 34th minute. Ibrahimovic standing over this one. To his right is Dos Santos. Ibra steps up and sends it over the bar. He did not hit that well at all for a player of his caliber. Goal kick.
Interesting, right? We usually see Ibrahimovic, instead of trying to get up and over the wall, just try to power it through with a little bit of a knuckle. It looks like he just mishit it.
Well, I know it looked like there were 5 men for Seattle in that wall, plus a couple from the Galaxy trying to certainly shield the vision for Fry. Just not the David Beckham touch. Let's put it that way.
Not on that one.
No. Here's Svensson for Seattle. Knocks into the corner. Leerdam racing towards it. It'll go out of play over the end line. It'll be a goal kick here for the Galaxy. Now, so taking a look at what the Galaxy did to change things around, they're going with the normal back four. Gonzalez comes in as a center back with Polenta. Felcher on the right side. They told Antuna to go back and play right wing, although you have probably more of a defensive responsibility to help out. Alvarez out. The question I have now is, what's the responsibility for Leggett and Dos Santos? Will they carry a little more responsibility now in the match?
I think it's going to stay somewhat similar. It's a 4-4-2, but on the defensive side of it, on the offensive side, you're just going to see Pavone and Antuna getting up and supporting a little bit more. Dos Santos will hang back a little bit, let Leggett move up. But then on the defensive side, it's just the 2 blocks of 4 dropping in and basically letting Ibrahimovic stay up by himself. And 4-4-1.
Right, yeah. 4-4-1. Felcher. He'll get the cross away. Looking for Ibra. Chests it down towards the top of the box, and that was a bit late on the part of Leggett on the run, but Ibra was offside, apparently. Flag goes up and possession back to Seattle. Hey, those safe standing seats, the Galaxy proud to announce that they'll be installed next year for the 2020 season. So, supporters groups, you're going to find yourself on the north end of the stadium next year. So, secure your spot or learn more at lagalaxy.com/safe standing. It's all full tonight. And the berm returns next year, too, according to some reports. So that would be nice to see. Ibrahimovic giving some direction here to the young Uriel Antuna. As Ibra slid on over trying to win that ball in the air, he expected Antuna to make the run onto the wing, and that did not happen. Nonetheless, the Galaxy have the ball at midfield. 37 minutes in. 0-0. Here's Gonzalez. Felcher. Ahead it comes for Antuna. Watched by one defender in Nuhu. Gets through him and Morris. Dos Santos this time. He'll push up the right side. Dos Santos taking the space. Morris closes him down. In for Antuna one more time. Now Felcher on the right side. Watched by Nuhu. Corner kick Galaxy as the cross is blocked. Corner kick LA from the right side. So set plays certainly will be a key here for both teams going forward. The Galaxy could be better on set plays this season. They haven't been the best of that.
Well, I think this is one of the opportunities. You got Ibrahimovic. I just think that everybody knows where Ibrahimovic is going to be. So there's got to be others that step up off of these set pieces.
Galaxy have scored 5 goals off the corner kick this season. Seattle's conceded 2.
Does it look to you like Seattle has adjusted at all?
No.
To being up a man in this game?
No.
And then that's interesting to me because it still looks like they're the team that's chasing for the majority of the match. The Galaxy's done a fantastic job defensively and offensively in holding on to the ball. One thing that has stood out for me, and I tell this to people all the time, it doesn't matter, how many players you have. If you don't defend.
Here come the Galaxy on the attack as it comes into the area. Leggett played it on into Ibra. He was bracketed by 2 defenders and had to give it up. Here the Galaxy, they'll keep it alive. Antuna, good work by Pavone. He'll get it now on the right. 2 defenders there. Nuhu as well as rolled on. Pavone into the near corner, still on possession. And this time around, he's pushed away and can't win that corner kick. He thought he deserved a foul in his favor, but nonetheless, possession back to Seattle here.
Now, I thought that was a lot of pushing going on from Nuhu on Pavone. And that's probably some of the best defending I've seen any Seattle player do the whole night. And going back to what I was saying, it doesn't matter how many men you have up. If no one's willing to defend, and by defend I actually mean instead of just shadowing the player and looking at him as they pass the ball or dribble, actually getting up, being able to touch and forcing that player to make a decision or actually being willing to make a tackle, it's not going to matter. And that's why I think Seattle's up a player, but still look like the poorer team and look like they're struggling defensively because they don't get around the ball.
Not decisive either in their play. You can see that right in terms of right now. They have the ball at midfield. Roldan had to struggle to get possession. He got it back to Svensson. They work it to the left side. Nuhu makes a late run to get to this, and it goes out of play into their own bench for a throw in Galaxy.
Yeah, they're passing the ball out of bounds. And let's be honest, according to Seattle, you got a couple of U.S. national team players on this thing. So you're expecting players like Roldan to step up. You're expecting Morris to step up and be effective. I haven't seen a whole lot from him at all.
Felcher on that throw tried to find Ibrahimovic. It's cleared out, and Leggett can't save it for a throw-in. Morris quickly. Svensson. Top of the center circle it goes, back out. Svensson once again. Let's it go for Roldan. Galaxy in those blocks of fours Kobe was talking about. Ship onto the right side for Leerdam. Too long and out of play. And another goal kick here for LA.
And it looks like now Seattle's starting to take a little bit of a chance now when they have the ball going forward. They're willing, it seems like, to have Arriaga back by himself against Ibrahimovic with minor support on either side. But that's a bit of a change from just sitting with 4 in the back. Now they're going with 3 in the back now when they have the ball on the offensive side.
Bingham knocks this ball in the midfield. Ibrahimovic gets on the first one. It'll come into Kihi. So Nuhu's that player that is Nuhu or Leerdam, as it swings left or right, are now the responsibility of getting forward.
Yeah, they're starting to push up the flanks a little bit more.
Nice job by Ibrahimovic defending in the offensive end. Wins it back for the Galaxy. Squares it over. Leggett back to Ibra now. About 30 yards from goal. Plays into the area. Antuna tries to cut it back to the spot. Good idea, but nobody continued their run towards that position, and it's cleared away. Rui Diaz able to save the throw-in. You'll find Lodero. Jordan Morris may have been offside, but the ball comes up the left side. Morris with a chance at goal, turns away. Was he brought down? The ball will come loose. Noses the referee. Shipped to Rui Diaz. Fires. He scores for Seattle. And they take the 1-0 lead over the LA Galaxy inside the 42nd minute.
Well, it was a total counter-attack where it was multiple chances were just a fraction off for the Galaxy where you thought that they were going to stop the play. But once again, it is very close, not enough for the Galaxy where they find a way to break out. Seattle does, and it started once again by Lodero with a good ball. You see Polenta goes to ground trying to be matched up with Morris. Morris does a little spin turn, loses the ball. It's picked up by Ship, who actually lays it off to an overlapping run to Rui Diaz. And at that point, you're just kind of wondering if anyone's going to be able to stop this. But that first touch from Rui Diaz puts himself in a good position, and he's able to squeak that one far post past Bingham, coming out a little late.
So the Galaxy have controlled the tempo, controlled the opportunities. Seattle, against the run of play, has taken the 1-0 lead. We are late in the first half now, inside the 43rd minute. Rui Diaz's 9th goal on the season. Ship getting the assist on that goal. The Galaxy have some work to do.
Well, as we talked, we said Zach Morris looked a little bit tired. It looks like he still had enough of those burners to be able to show that pace that we've seen so much over the years.
You got enough, that's right. Here's the Galaxy on the left side. Skalvik ahead to Pavon. He'll find some space as he cuts back. Now he has it top of the center circle. He wanted to send it into Ibrahimovic. Ibra left that space, and it's cleared away. Back the other way comes Lodero now. Roldan plays on that left wing. He'll find Morris once again. Out comes Gonzalez to defend. In towards the center. Rui Diaz again with the opportunity. This time it's saved by Bingham, and it goes out of play just past the far post for a corner kick. The same basic buildup, and the Galaxy got caught.
Well, this is the big problem that we're starting to see. And for me, it's pretty simple. Felsher has pitched over to that right side, and he's getting caught out of position twice. And like, I know he's supposed to step forward and he's supposed to get up the wing, but he's way up the field centrally, and there's just wide open space. So now Morris is having a field day on Seattle's left flank, on the Galaxy's right back, who's Felcher just not doing enough, I think, in setting that position to defend first and then go forward.
Here's the corner kick for Seattle, knocked away by Ibrahimovic. Polenta with the clearance will come up to Dos Santos. Jonathan trying to deal with Roldan, able to win it and clear into midfield. Although Roldan doing a good job, and he'll get it back. His pass intended for Rui Diaz skips past him, and the Galaxy clear out to midfield on the left side. Here's Pavon, watched by Kim Kihi. Still has it, Kihi. And Pavon with a good battle at the top of the box. He tries to send it on through. Pavon does, and it's cleared away. LA to keep it alive. Leggett onto the near side. Felcher pushing forward. Lets it go for Leggett, who has it at the right corner this time. Plays in for Ibra. Score! Zlatan Ibrahimovic ties it from Sebastian Leggett. I'm sorry, I might have been too loud there for you. His 19th goal on the season. And we are 1-1 right in front of halftime.
It's an absolutely fabulous ball in. No chance for Kihi, Arriaga, any of the defenders. When Ibrahimovic is in that position and it's a quality ball in, this is what I'm talking about. Put the ball, a decent ball into the area. Ibrahimovic is going to find a way to get on it. And they're going hand to hand. They're holding each other. Kihi, Ibrahimovic. And in that situation, I'll take Ibrahimovic every single day of the week.
Well, Kihi's got the right shoulder of Ibra's jersey. His left hand is trying to bat the ball down as Ibra is winning it in the air. And no chance for Fry. We are 1-1 now as we approach halftime in a hurry. 4 minutes of added time given in this one. And we continue. Lirdam plays it back out. He'll find Roldan ahead to Lodero. Play it onto the left side now. Lodero has been very good for Seattle, and Kobe's mentioned that a couple of times. He really has carried them when he gets on possession. Makes the right decision nearly every time. Plays it down the middle of the park. Nice weighted ball in for Ship, who made the run. It comes out to Lirdam, plays it back in. The head and the heel ball towards goal from Roldan is pushed wide by Bingham. He just laid out to the left side. I think that ball was going to go wide, but I don't think David knew exactly where he was in his 6.
Yeah, you gotta make the save there. But for me, that ball by Lodero into Ship was fantastic.
Here's the header from the cross on goal by Svensson. And it'll go just wide of the far post for a goal kick.
The Galaxy got to be aware now that Lodero is not staying high and going out wide so much. He's starting to drop into the midfield to pick up the ball, where he's going to be much more dangerous. So they've got to make sure when he does that, that they stay aware of where he is and force him to give up the ball early.
Much more like an Andrea Pirlo, dropping in to the hole and then spraying it left and right to his best options.
I would say he's a little bit more mobile.
Okay. Oh yeah, absolutely. Certainly not the MLS version of Pirlo. 1-1 here in added time. Galaxy and Sounders. Gonzalez will collect in his own defense for the Galaxy. Back it goes. Bingham knocks to midfield. Pavone trying to get back to get on it. The Galaxy will get the second ball. Dos Santos this time. Switches out the left side. Skelvik. Here's Leggett. He got the assist on the goal. Good confidence builder for him. Polenta. Again, Skelvik on the left. Pavone tried to let it go through. Lirdam read it well. It'll be a throw-in for the Galaxy. It's cleared out. Hey, the Galaxy are proud to present LA Galaxy Cup Youngers taking place at UCLA August 24th, 25th. The elite competition will provide the highest level of play for teams and players, along with the LA Galaxy player appearances. Scouts as well will be on hand. More information at lagalaxy.com. With Kobe Jones, Joe Tutino, glad to have you aboard here wherever you may be listening to us. We have ourselves a pretty good one. 1-1 between the Galaxy and Seattle Sounders. Galaxy a man down, though, the rest of the way. Antunes pass for Felcher. Felcher had made the run onto the wing. The pass went short, and the ball goes back the other way. This will be a foul against the Galaxy's Dos Santos, who brings down Lodero just past the stripe. Free kick quickly taken. Lodero. Final seconds of the first half here, unofficially. Goes on the left side. Morris, and our referee does point to midfield, and that is the end of 45 minutes here at Dignity Health Sports Park. The Galaxy a man down. Fight back to get the equalizer. Ibrahimovic, his 19th goal on the season. All in all, a good performance, even though the Galaxy did give up another goal against the run of play.
I think it's a great performance considering that they've been playing down a man for almost 40 minutes. So for the Galaxy, hey, good result to be able to fight back, get yourself back in the matchup and tie it up. Now it's going to be about the tactical changes and how you come out in this second half, because I can guarantee you, you have to think that Brian Schmetzer, the coach of Seattle Sounders, is going to make some changes and try to switch it up.
He didn't do it in the first 45, though. We're going to have to wait and see for the second half. Right now, though, the teams go to the locker room. Galaxy 1, Seattle Sounders 1. Halftime is coming up next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Hey, what you doing, guys?
Just remember in the 1980s, I'd sip on a Shasta Diet Grape, shredding at the skate park.
Shasta was around in the 80s?
That's right, Sonny. In fact, Shasta's been around for 130 years.
Wow, Grandpa, that's old.
You know, in my day, I'd enjoy me a Shasta Cherry Cola listening to my favorite radio program.
What's a radio program? I'm more of a modern kid. I'll stick with my Shasta California Dreamin'.
From generation
to generation.
Celebrating 130 years of flavor.
It has to be Shasta.
Galaxy fans, add some thrill to your drive to and from the game in a brand new 2019 BMW Z4 M40i. San Manuel Casino is giving away one of these amazing new sports coupes every Thursday in August. Play with your Club Serrano card at your favorite slot machine or table games for your chance to take home a brand new BMW. San Manuel Casino, all thrill. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal: your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, die-hard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LA Galaxy.
Toyota's national clearance event is on, and that means huge factory cashback savings, like an incredible $3,500 back on a new Avalon or Prius Prime, $3,000 on a new Avalon Hybrid Electric or Tundra, or $2,000 back on a new Highlander. There's even $1,000 back on a new Prius Liftback, Camry, or Camry Hybrid Electric. Excludes TRD Pro and Highlander Hybrid. Must take delivery from 2019 new car dealer stock by midnight September 3rd. So hurry in today.
You expect the best performance from a new car when you drive it home. Shouldn't you expect nothing less down the road? That's why every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan that covers factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first, as well as 24-hour roadside assistance and lockout protection. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. See dealer for details and exclusions.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. Shasta. Shasta, the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy. It has to be Shasta.
Well, it seemed ominous for the Galaxy when Daniel Steres was given a direct red early in this game, and we felt, at least the first impression was, Seattle would take over the match and the Galaxy would have to adjust to that. It was the exact opposite as the Galaxy continued to play their game, and as Kobe mentioned a couple of times, Seattle, well, was continuing to play the same game they came out to play, which was defensive and counter. It did pay dividends, though, as Jordan Morris was able to get up the left side. Eventually, Rui Diaz was the one that found the goal, the first goal of the game, and they led 1-0. But the Galaxy come back and get a goal from Ibrahimovic, tie it 1-1. And so having said that, Kobe, you go into the locker room and you say, first off, with the team that's a man down, the LA Galaxy, any adjustments do you want to, at this point, you want to see?
No, I think they're playing exactly the way they want to. They've made the substitution before the halftime. So I think they're pretty much set of how they want to play. They want to continue to keep pushing forward when they win the ball, because we've seen Seattle has been slow on the defensive side of things. And then maybe the one adjustment, push the ball a little bit more into Ibrahimovic and then get underneath and support.
Antuna worked pretty hard until Giancarlo Gonzalez came onto the pitch. Hopefully this 15-minute break will help him out, because I think they're going to need him on the right to get into the attack. He wasn't able to find his legs once the substitution was made, I thought.
Yeah, I think when he was playing back a little bit more, just a little bit tough for him to adjust to that. But now that he's up higher, maybe he'll be able to get a little bit more of the offensive support now that he has Felcher behind him.
And for Seattle, any adjustments for them? We have expected adjustments. Will they actually pressure the Galaxy a bit more?
Well, I'd expect to be maybe a little bit of a talking to Jordan Mortis to be more active and more involved in the match. The one time that he was and showed his pace, he was blistering once again, rode a couple of tackles, and created basically that goal for Seattle. So maybe a little bit more for him. And then I would say underneath with Svensson and Roldan, get more involved in the game on the offensive side of things. Pick up the ball in the midfield, change the point of attack. That's when Seattle has looked dangerous.
Well, around Major League Soccer, a lot of finals are in, and the Galaxy have a chance with a victory tonight, if they can get the win, to take over second place in the MLS West. Also, an interesting change coming in Vancouver. We'll tell you about that when we come back. Halftime continues. Galaxy 1, Seattle 1. More to come after this.
Dignity Health is the official health care partner of the LA Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park. Our doctors and nurses look for the healing effects of human kindness every day at our Southern California hospitals. St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine, and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy babies at dignityhealthcare.org/SoCal.
Hey, what you doing, guys?
Just remember in the 1980s, I'd sip on a Shasta Diet Grape, shredding at the skate park.
Shasta was around in the 80s?
That's right, Sonny. In fact, Shasta's been around for 130 years.
Wow, Grandpa, that's old.
You know, in my day, I'd enjoy me a Shasta Cherry Cola listening to my favorite radio program.
What's a radio program? I'm more of a modern kid. I'll stick with my Shasta California Dreamin'.
From generation
to generation.
Celebrating 130 years of flavor.
It has to be Shasta.
Want more for less? Spectrum Mobile delivers. Grab your wireless bill to compare and see how you can save up to 40% a month with our unlimited data plan for $45 a line, or our buy the gig plan for $14 a gig, all with free nationwide talk and text. Call 855-535-7732. Get Spectrum Mobile today. Call 855-535-7732. Savings based on comparison of single-line unlimited plans amongst major national carriers as of 10/21/18. Visit spectrum.com for offer restrictions and details.
As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, Southern New Hampshire University celebrates the goal setters and the goal getters, the hard workers, the fighters, and the up-all-nighters. At SNHU, we celebrate you. With flexible, affordable online courses and more than 200 programs to choose from, earning your degree is a goal you can achieve. Learn about SNHU's online courses at snhu.edu. Your celebration starts here. Visit snhu.edu.
It's Toyota's National Clearance Event, and it's going on right now, where you can save big with incredible cashback offers and super low leases on the last of the 2019s. There's no better time to get the Toyota that's perfect for you. So come and take advantage of amazing deals on all 24 Toyota models, like the sporty Camry, the fuel-efficient Prius, the rugged Tacoma, and the adventurous RAV4. But hurry in today. Our 2019s are going fast, and Toyota's National Clearance Event ends soon.
Buying a car is a big deal. Performance, reliability, safety, there are a lot of factors to consider. Fortunately, there's buyatoyota.com. With buyatoyota.com, you can locate a dealer, compare models, set up a test drive, and check out all current offers. It's the only official site for your Southern California Toyota dealers. So when you're looking to buy a new car, buyatoyota.com.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
Shasta is the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy with over 30 great flavors like grapefruit zazz, apple, tiki punch, strawberry, and California Dreamin'. Shasta has a flavor for every Galaxy fan. This soccer season, it has to be Shasta. Okay, some of the results from earlier tonight, Kobe. put the Galaxy in a position to take over second place once again in Major League Soccer. Minnesota and Orlando played to a 1-1 draw. Minnesota was at home in that match and could not beat Orlando, which is not a very good team this year in Major League Soccer. Sporting Kansas City defeated San Jose at home, coming back from a 1-0 deficit there. FC Dallas, they were down 3-0 to Montreal and roared back to earn a point away in a 3-3 draw. Game in progress, Real Salt Lake and LAFC. That one at Sandy is 0-0 right now. They've also gone to halftime. So there's an opportunity here for the Galaxy. We'll see if they can take care of business with a man down the rest of the way. And for Seattle, they're thinking, heck, hey, we got to take all the points in this one as well because, hey, the Galaxy have, again, 10 players out there.
Yeah, that's the goal. It's funny how the whole thought process changes 5-6 minutes into the game for both sides, but especially for Seattle. They have to, if they get out of here with a tie, loss obviously, but a tie, they will be disappointed. They are looking right now to pick up 3 points, so that might work to the Galaxy's favor. You know, as the game goes on, they might open up a little bit more in the back.
Yeah, fans all over Major League Soccer are talking about their games right now saying must win. They may not say it out loud, but in the back of their mind, all these matches have become must win because in both conferences, things are extremely tight going to the postseason. One other news of note we have to tell you real quick about before we get to the break. Bob Lenarduzzi, who was the original president of the Vancouver Whitecaps. He was with them not only as a player in the NASL, but throughout their USL play and the various leagues that were around before Major League Soccer started, and obviously with them as an expansion club. He is going to be, he's going to be relieved of his duties as president of the Vancouver Whitecaps, and I think this signals a different direction for Vancouver going forward. They've been a frugal team to this point in MLS. We may see something different in the years to come.
Yeah, they're talking about that they're on the look for a sporting director that's going to eliminate that president position. So they're looking for someone with the international experience as well, with the relationships, to understand the recruiting process and all that. So I think it's another team that's getting ready to make that leap to the third stage, they like to say, of MLS now. So it'll be interesting next season how they come out, and expect some signings over there.
1-1 here, the Galaxy and Seattle Sounders. The second half is straight ahead.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Toyota's national clearance event is on, and that means huge factory cash back savings, like an incredible $3,500 back on a new Avalon or Prius Prime, $3,000 on a new Avalon Hybrid Electric or Tundra, or $2,000 back on a new Highlander. There's even $1,000 back on a new Prius Liftback, Camry, or Camry Hybrid Electric. Excludes TRD Pro and Highlander Hybrid. Must take delivery from 2019 new car dealer stock by midnight September 3rd. So hurry in today.
You expect the best performance from a new car when you drive it home. Shouldn't you expect nothing less down the road? That's why every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan that covers factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first, as well as 24-hour roadside assistance and lockout protection. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. See dealer for details and exclusions.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
Dignity Health is the official health care partner of the LA Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park. Our doctors and nurses look for the healing effects of human kindness every day at our Southern California hospitals. St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine, and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Learn about emergency services, health care, and healthy babies at dignityhealthcare.org/SoCal.
Every time you close your laptop, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your to-do list is to do one less thing, a Corona gets its lime. Every time you press pause. Every time you unwind or lose track of time, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your feet are up while the sun goes down, a Corona gets its lime. So drop a lime in and find your beach. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
We welcome you back to Dignity Health Sports Park as the players make their way onto the pitch right now. The Galaxy will defend the goal to our right and attack from right to left. It does not look like any changes to start the second half from Guillermo Barros Schelotto, and that's expected at this point. I think he's pretty pleased with the way his team has managed that first half going forward. On the other side, Brian Schmetzer, we'll see. I think it's more tactical than substitutes right now for them.
Yeah, I'd expect for both teams it's more of a tactical shift. You don't want to make too many of the substitution changes. I think if this stays any longer, you might see some substitutes from Seattle more on the offensive side to try to push and get a goal to try to get this victory for them.
What can the Galaxy do to disrupt Lodero in terms of his impact on the match?
I think it's going to be about Sebastian Lletget, Jonathan Dos Santos, especially Jonathan, of being aware of when he drops back into the midfield, because that's when he's looked extremely dangerous. So Dos Santos, though he likes to get forward, he's going to have to use that engine and just be able to pop up wherever Lodero is. And it's a delicate balance, because he's going to have to work between Roldan and Lodero in that central area.
Second half is just underway. Seattle has the ball off the kickoff. It comes over to Keehee at the midfield stripe as he pushes it. He'll find Roldan, who goes right side to Leerdam. Galaxy come in to start, certainly in a defensive posture. Seattle has the ball in that 4-4-1 we talked about in the first half. Here's Svensson to the near side for Leerdam. He chests it down well, but right into the stride of Skelvik, who knocks it out of play. This will be a throw-in. Skelvik will be safe on that one. I think throughout the rest of the evening, that's probably going to be his responsibility.
Well, a little bit more of a look of I believe, how Seattle's going to play, where you saw Svensson drop in, pick up that ball, and change the point of attack, hitting the long balls over the top.
Here is Leerdam once again, able to play in for Keehee, playing the run to the top of the box. Lodero, his left-footed shot is blocked by Gonzalez. It comes out to Roldan. He squares it over to Svensson. Onto the left side it goes. Here's Morris now for Seattle. Puts it on his right foot, plays it back out. Roldan, Svensson, onto the left wing. Showing there is Lodero, watched by Antuna. Back out it goes. The Galaxy are pinned back deep right now.
Seattle putting numbers forward, just leaving two back now. So a definite switch as far as the tactics on the offensive side.
Nuhu makes an inside run off the pass from Lodero, plays it off of Felcher and out of play. It'll be a corner kick here for Seattle. And a set play opportunity for the visiting club. 1-1 here inside the 47th minute, early on in the second half. Lodero's left-footed ball should bend away. Plays it into Svensson, who knocks it towards goal, and it's blocked. Lodero gets another chance at this one. Another ball into the box. This time Bingham able to pull it down right in front of Rui Diaz. And no rebound.
Well, that's a good job by Bingham in goal, because Rui Diaz was trying to sneak to that near post. But, Bingham stepped off his line a couple of yards and was able to beat him to it. This is going to be a match for the Galaxy where everyone's going to have to give that little bit extra. There's no room for just saying, okay, I'm going to do just my job. No, this is where you got to do your job and a little bit more supporting your teammate out. Where after this game is over, there should be some extremely heavy legs.
They'll get a week and a day before their next match, and they won't have to travel. Well, they'll have to travel up to 405 to take on LAFC. But this is a big one here for both clubs. Here's Morris on the left. Sends it in, trying to find Rui Diaz. He actually got to that ball before Polenta could, and David Bingham makes the save.
See a little bit of a test once again. Felcher being tested. And Jordan Morris using his pace. He gets to that ball and it puts a pretty decent cross in. Where Rui Diaz does a little bit of a check, goes around the defender and picks up the ball and tries to get it past Bingham.
Long punt by David. He finds Pavone. He'll play it towards the back post to Ibrahimovic making the run, and this will be cleared out of play by Leerdam over the near side touch. And this will be a throw-in for the Galaxy here. On that left side, Ibrahimovic motions as if he's going to, and then he'll let go here for Skelvik as the Galaxy will get some numbers forward. The Galaxy, in their stance right now, are keeping three guys back, at least for now. Throw comes into Ibra. He finds Pavone. Christian ran right into a defender that time in Keehee. I think he's going to be an important player for the Galaxy in the second half, Pavon, to be able to play at least at the level he played on Wednesday night against Dallas. Here's Lodero. Plays right into the chest of Leggett. Nice job by Sebastian. Comes out right side. Felcher with the clearance. He loses his footing. The field is a bit slippery here tonight. Again. Svensson. Top of the center circle it goes. Rolled on. Again Svensson. He'll push into the Galaxy defense. Trying to find Harry Shipp going forward. He goes right side. Leerdam back on through towards the spot, trying to find Rui Diaz, and a nice job by Polenta clearing away. But another corner kick here for Seattle.
Yes, the Galaxy have done a very good job of playing in a high block, very tight high block, trying to give some space behind so Bingham can come off of his line if he needs to, keeping it tight to make sure that if Lodero drops in, he's dropping right into another defender.
Here's Lodero now with the corner kick. Plays it in this time, looking for the back post. Knocked away by Gonzalez towards the near side of the 6. And Ibra plays it up into the air, allowing for his goalkeeper to pull it out. Bingham does, and he drop kicks towards the right side, trying to find Antuna. It's won by Nuhu and out of play for a throw-in Galaxy.
Yeah, and that's one of those plays where every player gets upset at the goalkeeper, and you're just weathered a little bit of a storm. And your goalkeeper tries to start a quick counter attack. Even on that one, Ibra turned back and did the hey, slow it down, calm down. You know, we gotta try to keep as much possession as possible. We're doing a lot of running out here.
Polenta gave him a look as well. Felcher takes the throw. He'll find Antuna. It'll go out of play, touched last by Antuna. And if you think about it, going back to that play, Kobe, the ball comes out to midfield. It's just shy, I believe, of the midfield stripe. Antuna was going to have to make, I don't know, a 50, 55-yard run because he had no support.
Yeah, 50, 55-yard run if he wins the ball out of the air in the first.
And Nuhu's got plenty of inches on him. Seattle on possession here. They dominate right now this possession stat to start this second half. Comes out the right side. Leerdam able to get away from Pavon towards the center. It comes back out. Rolled on once again. This time Gustafsson. Right corner. Shipp. This will be offside. Called against Shipp. Apparently he came back from an offside position.
It's a little bit of a late flag going up once again. This is what we talked about before. We like to see the flag. If you're the assistant referee, kind of do your job. Put the flag up early if you think that he's offside.
Gonzalez was calling for it, and then the near side referee's assistant agreed. And I agree with you, Kobe. I just would like to see that flag go up immediately. I'd like to see all the officials playing their role as they grew up and learned how to do so, and VAR to assist them. But we're not quite there in that direction, and we may not be. Here's Lodero on the left side now, into midfield and past the stripe. Antuna getting back to defend to slow things down a bit. 1-1 here in the 53rd minute. Lodero. He'll get it back. So the Galaxy made the decision to at least to start the second half in a defensive posture as well. Gustafsson. Watched there by Leggett. On to the left, Nuhu. Jordan Morris this time towards center. Rolled on. Out to the right side. He'll find Leerdam. Give and go here. Leerdam onto the right again. Back out it goes for Shipp. His one-time cross is cleared by Gonzalez. And a throw-in for Seattle just shy of the corner kick spot. Leerdam will take it. Lodero makes the run towards the end line. Watched there by Polenta. Back outside the box, though. Leerdam again on the wing. Galaxy trying to tighten up a bit onto the ball. Lodero tries to play this one through for Rui Diaz. Gonzalez did well, and it gets on through to David Bingham.
Well, you have to admit, for Seattle, they're looking a little bit more active at the beginning of this second half, and I think a lot of it is because of where Lodero is starting to be more active. He's starting to pop up in a variety of different positions.
The long punt by Bingham, bit too high for Ibrahimovic. It's cleared back to midfield, but the Galaxy have possession. Here's Leggett. Over to Dos Santos. Tries to play it on to the right. He'll find Antuna. He gets the first touch on it. However, right into Gustafsson. And here comes Seattle once again. Down the middle of the park this time. Here's Lodero approaching the Galaxy penalty area. Lays it off on the left side. Morris gets onto it. To the back post. Offside. Again, the flag goes up. Offside against Seattle. It may have been on the cross and not on the ball to Morris. Free kick here for the Galaxy. Possession back to LA. Leagues Cup goes on to the semifinals. MLS versus Liga MX. It'll be the Galaxy versus Cruz Azul. Dignity Health Sports Park on Tuesday, August the 30th. Get your tickets right now, lagalaxy.com. In fact, it's the pass to Morris, I believe, is where the ball goes down, just outside the box. David Bingham knocks this one ahead. Ibrahimovic this time, able to find Pavone. Back to Ibra. Played it into the defender. Again, the Galaxy on possession. Ibra back to goal. Into the box he goes. He's got Leggett overlapping. He finds Pavone inside the arc. Pavone being held up for a bit. Puts it on his left foot. Has a go at goal. It's deflected. And it'll go out of play for a corner kick Galaxy here. Good work there by the two stars for the Galaxy right now. Pavone and Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, they're starting to combine and look for each other, and that's a good sign of things to come, I think. And they're working hard on the offensive side to try to create any type of chance. And that's what you got to do when you've got numbers just stacked in there for Seattle to try to find a way to break them down, and you end up getting a set piece. And this is probably some of your best opportunities that you're going to get in the second half.
Dos Santos will walk on over to take it. On his right foot. Here's Dos Santos, plays towards that backside. Unfortunately for him, too close to the goalkeeper, and Fry does well to come off his line and pull it out of the air. He outlets out the left side, looking for Nuhu. Good job by Polenta. Knocks it out of play. This will be a throw-in for Seattle. At midfield, Gustafsson able to play it forward. Chip squares it into center. He finds Roldan. Ahead it goes Lodero.
Seattle is not very good at spreading the field because they're still pretty tight.
They're always looking for Lodero, no matter what. He has it now. They'll put the responsibility on his shoulders, right?
Yeah, and if you're Seattle, you're happy with them looking for Lodero, but you're just surprised that they don't have any of their players with the, as Ziggy Schmid used to say, getting some chalk on your boots. They're playing pretty centrally, pretty tight, and that makes it a little bit easier for the Galaxy. You sit in those blocks to cover the ground. You don't have to shift from all the way from one side of the field to the other.
Seattle on possession here. We are 1-1, 58th minute. Roldan lays it off. Gustafsson back in for Roldan. Dos Santos wins it. It'll come ahead for Ibrahimovic. A heavy ball from Pavone, but the Galaxy keep it alive now as they try to break out. Dos Santos in for Ibra on the right side. Closed there by Nuhu and back to his goalkeeper. Fry.
Nuhu showing a little bit of recovery pace. Ibrahimovic just trying, looked like he was wide open, but Nuhu, he covered some ground there.
Yeah, he did. He did well to close him down, and I think Ibra, in that particular follow-through on the play, because he was giving direction on what he would have liked, might have had another chance at that sequence, but he was in an offside position and could not make a play on the ball that came on back towards him. And so we continue here with Seattle on possession. Roldan forward to Lodero. Skelvik defending there. Back out it goes Roldan. On the near side, Leerdam. Back to Keehee. Takes it from the stripe and gets on forward inside the 59th minute.
Seattle playing 1v1 in the back right now against Ibrahimovic. Now Keehee slowly starts coming back. They don't want to get caught like that.
But having said that, Kobe, I don't think the big guy at this point is going to beat anyone in a foot race with the ball at his foot from midfield, right? At this point?
Yeah, but you're still not going to leave him 1v1
right.
Because I don't think that Rui Diaz would outrun Steres. But, you have a mistake, a slip, anything can happen. You got to play safe.
Lodero now on the left side. Approaches the Galaxy defensive third. He's going to switch again to the right. Jordan Morris has come over to the right side here. Skelvick steps in front on the bad touch from Morris, and the Galaxy try to break out. The slide tackle on the part of Leerdam, and the Galaxy get themselves a throw-in out of it. Right in front of the Galaxy bench. So I feel the decision by the Galaxy coming in at halftime, or from halftime, is let's manage the 1-1 and see how we are late in the match, and if we can go for all the points at that point. Not sure that's necessarily the case, but it's been played out this way for the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, this might be about just like being solid defensively. Make sure you have the 1-1. If something comes where you can break out and get the second and get the go-ahead goal, fair enough. But I think the Galaxy are almost going to be content to try to get out of this game with a tie. I don't think they're going to try to push it, too much.
Here's Roldan. Nice job by Dos Santos getting in front. It's going to be a foul, though, against the Galaxy. I think Leggett is the player called there. So it's a free kick for Seattle inside the center circle, offensive side of midfield. Roldan quickly out the left side. Lodero once again. He knocks into the Galaxy penalty area. Ruiz Diaz is offside. The flag goes up, but it comes back to the keeper, Bingham, and he'll pick up and will continue play. And from Seattle's point of view, they should be pressing as they are to start the second half. Here's Polenta. Ahead it goes to Ibrahimovic. It's knocked back out. Dos Santos keeps it alive. Gets away from one defender and the second. On to the left. Here's Ibra once again. Out the left corner of the area. Plays into the box. Looking for Antuna. It was weighted well, but defensively played well on the part of Keehee. Was able to clear it out. Handball here against Felcher as the ball goes out the far side. And a free kick.
Well, the Galaxy looking dangerous going forward. The ball coming from Ibrahimovic as he goes wide and tries to find Antuna. So when you're a man down, it becomes a little bit more relevant that Ibrahimovic, when he goes wide, there's not a whole lot in there. So he's looking for like one of the smaller players on the field to win a head ball.
You got to keep it a little closer and also be willing to make that run once Ibra is wide, so you take up the space, because certainly he's getting the attention of the defenders no matter where he is on the pitch. Gustafsson will knock it out the left side here. Here's Lodero once again, brings it down well, plays it across the six. A nice dipping cross on his part, but it skips on through. It'll be thrown for LA.
Lodero has looked dangerous almost every time that he's on the ball. He receives the ball out wide left as he's popped up there and just hits another driven ball that bounces low right at the top of the six. But only Rui Diaz is in there, and that's one of the surprising things that I talked about in the first half. Surprised at the lack of numbers going forward for Seattle to get in the box with that willingness to score.
You think they'd pressure maybe the Galaxy a little bit more. It's a bad play on the part of LA. Dos Santos received the throw-in, and then he tried to return it back to Skelvick, unfortunately out of play. So it's going to be a throw-in for Seattle as they get possession back. Keehee showing for this and has it. Plays it out to Roldan. Again to the near side. Keehee tries to play in for Ship this time. Working on Skelvick. Onto the near touchline. This time Keehee back out wide. Ship. Defensively it goes near Dom. He'll switch it. Top of the center circle it comes. Roldan switches to the left. Morris offside. Possession back to the Galaxy. And that is poor on the part of Morris. Is playing wide. How do you see you put yourself in an offside position there?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me, as every wide player should be able to just like have a glance and know where you're at. Have a glance at the back line because you can see everything. And Morris gets caught in that offside position once again. He's just standing about a yard or two offside.
Possession back to LA. Hey, you want to make history with us in 2020? Well, LA Galaxy season ticket memberships are available now. Season ticket members receive the best seats at the best rates. Secure your memberships today. LAGalaxy.com/since96. Ibrahimovic, it'll come out. Dos Santos on the left side. He plays it. Here's Pavone. Bracketed by two defenders and beat them both. Into the center of the park now, Leggett. On to the right side it goes. Felcher He gets across the way. Ibra, was he brought down? I think he was. And this time our referee does point to the spot, and the Galaxy have a chance to take the lead. Free kick, Galaxy. Penalty kick for the Galaxy. Key, remember he was all over Ibrahimovic on his goal. This is the same thing. And this time Ibra decided, okay, you're going to do that? Then I'm going to get you. Penalty, Galaxy in their favor. And Ibra will look for goal number 20 here.
Yeah, Ibrahimovic, look, he knows how to do it. He knows how to body up with players. And one thing that happens is that every time that you get a hand up on Ibrahimovic, he can feel that, and he's willing to go down. Hands are on from Kihi, and I know it's going to go to VAR, but I don't think it's enough, clear and obvious, to overturn this call. I think it's the right call.
Here comes the penalty for Ibrahimovic. Fry on his goal line. Ibra gets the go-ahead. Fires. He scores! And it is 2-1 Galaxy in the 66th minute. Goal number 20 for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's got both on the night. Another brace for him. Well, we keep on calling for somebody else to score, but if he's going to continue to score, I'm not going to complain, Gobi.
Don't complain at all. Look, it's what we said at the beginning, right? We saw as far as the tactics of everything. Just get the ball to Ibrahimovic, put it in the area. That's all you need to do. Does he go down a little bit easily? Yeah, but you feel the contact, you go down, you take it. You force the referee to make a decision, and he makes the call, picks up the penalty, and it's another goal for Ibrahimovic.
Here comes a substitution for Seattle. Harry Shipp is done. Bwana will come on. And the Galaxy take a 2-1 lead with a man down since early on. Buana's on the right side for Seattle. Here's Roldan at the stripe, able to play it back. You'll find Gustafsson on to the left. Nuhu. Leerdam kind of goes into a little bit like the right channel for the sake of argument.
Now, I tell you, on the flip side of this could be devastating, not only for the night, but for the season for Seattle with a loss like this. Being up for about,
I think it was the 12th minute?
85, I think it was the 6th minute, the red card, so about 85 minutes.
Here's Gustafsson, plays in top of the box, cleared away by Skalvik. So we'll see when the frustration starts to set in for Seattle. I'm sure everybody's talking about the fact that there's plenty of time left in the match, but we'll see. Dos Santos with the clearance here. Now we're looking at for the yeoman's effort on the part of the Galaxy if they can see this through. Here's Lodero. Plays in, looking for Rui Diaz, and a nice job by Gonzalez. He was on the wrong side of the ball, but he was able to reach back and disrupt the play. And it comes back to David Bingham, as otherwise Rui Diaz would be walking right into the keeper.
Well, we know one of the most dangerous connections for Seattle is Lodero to Rui Diaz, so it's just about keeping an awareness of where Rui Diaz is whenever Lodero picks up that ball.
Galaxy had possession momentarily with Leggett, who did a good job, but unfortunately that was broken up. Now Dos Santos is called for a foul at the center circle. Quickly the restart is taken. Roldan on the left side. Lodero to catch up to this one. He keeps it in play. Antuna is there. He just clears it out of harm's way for a throw-in. Another substitution here for Seattle. Real interesting moves here in the part of Brian Schmetzer. Quickly going to the substitution twice now. Jovan Jones will come in, and he'll play on the left side as Nuhu is done for the evening. Jovan Jones, the veteran.
Well, we know he likes to get up and down on that left flank, so expect Jovan Jones to push forward a little bit more. They're throwing everything out now. They're going to make sure that they push and try to get back into this match. Now you can expect a little bit more pressure from Seattle going forward, but a lot more space for the Galaxy to attack into if they pick up the ball to be able to play into Ibrahimovic and then run off of him.
Arriaga goes left side. Jones on possession. Back out it comes against Arriaga. In towards center. Here's Gustafsson, top of the box. Rui Diaz to the near side. Pavone tried to play it off. Comes loose, and Lodero sends it to the goal. Great save by Bingham! And out of play, Lodero sending towards that backside, and David Bingham reacts well to get down to his right and clear it away.
It's a fantastic save by Bingham in the end. Moana able to get to the ball, pulls it back. It's one shot that's blocked. It goes to Lodero. Lodero goes to ground, and it's bouncing, and Bingham comes with the save.
Jones tries to play it through, and Ibrahimovic is there. It's cleared away, and the Galaxy clear to midfield. They try to break out, LA does. Here's Dos Santos. Over to Pavone. The Galaxy 3-on-3 on the break. Pavone, watched by two defenders, still has possession. Now he'll play the long rainbow to the right side. Ibrahimovic brings it down. Tried to find some space for himself, and then he was closed down by Jordan Morris.
And I like this. This is exactly what Pavone's supposed to do. It's what we were talking about. Just hit the ball into the area of Ibrahimovic and let him have a chance at it. He does an excellent job, Pavone, of getting that ball off of his feet and picking out Ibrahimovic at the back post. Now, Ibra's got to do better with it, but overall, that's how you want to play with Ibrahimovic.
Good work here by Leggett and Dos Santos as the Galaxy get possession back and leading 2-1 inside the 71st minute here. Here's Polenta. Ahead it comes to Pavone. Watched there by Kihi. Back to Polenta. This time Dos Santos. Into center, Leggett. Onto the right side, Felcher. Here's Antuna on the wing. Back out. Felcher and all the way back to Giancarlo Gonzalez. He'll send forward. This is a good ball. Antuna to run this one down. He's got a clean look at goal if he can find it. Plays it in. Ibra! He missed an open net. And it's out of play. Goal kick.
Oh my, Ibrahimovic is still standing behind the goal, wondering how he missed that one. It doesn't get any easier for
that was
Ibrahimovic.
A tap-in.
That's money for Ibrahimovic. That's day in and day out. In his sleep, he puts those away.
Everybody lost their bets on that particular play.
Yeah, Antuna does a great job of a breakout over the top, bringing the ball down and lays it right across the 6 to Ibrahimovic beyond Fry. Ibrahimovic just has to tap it in, and it goes off the side of his foot and wide.
Well, we'll see how this goes, Kobe. That would have been the dagger right now. With the Galaxy leading 2-1, being able to go up 2 goals inside 72 minutes of play. It's where we stand right now. This game still well in doubt for either side. As it comes into the area, Lodero, he'll get the corner kick out of this as Polenta clears it away. It'll come out of play over the near side touch. Near side corner, I should say. And now Lodero plays into the area, and this one right into Bingham, and he'll take it to ground. And David doing the right thing there, taking as much time as he can, and of course our referee paying attention. Third substitution about ready here for Seattle.
Well, Seattle can't afford to wait any longer. I mean, you're in the 73rd minute at this point, and I think, Ryan Smetcher, the coach of Seattle, is probably thinking a little bit what we talked about. This game, I think, is going to have more impact than just the result tonight for Seattle if it goes south and goes the wrong way for them.
They certainly feel like they're a team that's teetering. Here come the Galaxy again. Right side it goes. Leggett tries to play it on through. Good idea, but it had to break 2 defenders to get there. Kihi able to clear. Now Pavone right into the defender and rolled on and back out. Good job by Dos Santos with the slide tackle of Lodero, and the Galaxy keep possession once again. Right side it goes. Felcher back out. Leggett to Dos Santos. And again, Jonah doing a good job of keeping it alive for LA. Sebastian on the right side, able to chip it forward. Dos Santos still has it in front of Roldan, and then he's dropped down. That should be a foul, is it not? And it is. Free kick here for the Galaxy. Good work here by Jonathan Dos Santos for LA.
Dos Santos has been excellent at just his positioning, reading the plays, and picking up a multitude of balls in that midfield.
Svensson is done. Luis Silva would come on for him. At some point, you're doing more than one forward, right? For Seattle?
You would think so.
Right?
You would think you're probably pushing 3 high now.
It's a good free kick opportunity for the Galaxy. We'll see what Seattle looks like after this, maybe. Dos Santos on the right side, just inside the touchline. Everybody lines up at the top of the box for the Galaxy. Play it in hard towards that backside. Fry has to box it away. Polenta dumps it back into the 6, and this time a foul, I believe, against Ibrahimovic, and a free kick. Ibra trying to slow it down as much as possible, but actually the ball did not leave the penalty area on that free kick, and so we're going to do it again. So Ibra got what he wanted after all. Seattle moves the ball to midfield. On the left side it goes. Lodero back to the stripe. Squared in, rolled on. Left side of the circle. Able to get it away to the near side. Keehee, he'll knock it forward. He'll find Silva, who just came on. Able to play it in. Buona, right corner of the box, gets away from Skelbick. A nice job by Polenta sliding on over, and he'll play it out. And this, I believe, is going to be a corner kick for Seattle. No, throw in.
Well, that's what we talked about a little bit, of Polenta being able to read when Skelbick needs a little bit of help and shift over and just do that emergency defending and kick that ball out and let the Galaxy defense reset.
Here's Lodero now for Seattle. Tries to wheel it around to the right side, and Felcher, his clearance was deflected back to his keeper, and Bingham heads up there to come off his line and pulls it down. That was a mishit defensively on the part of Felcher. Bingham with the punt back in towards midfield. Ibrahimovic can't find it. Rolled on. Felt Ibra coming from behind. He goes to the ground. The referee says play on. Jovan Jones for Seattle. Roldan will switch out the near side. Buona. Skelbick defending there. Pavone also helping out. Lodero. He'll spray it out the left side again. Jones one more time. Watched there by Antuna. Back out to Roldan. Roldan does well to switch it on the left. But unfortunately, Jones didn't read it well, and it goes out of play. This will be a goal kick for the Galaxy. And quickly our referee telling David Bingham, take the nearest ball.
Well, that's just a poor ball by Roldan, just coming through there and just knocks that ball right over the inline. That's just no feel, no reading of the play.
Galaxy get a goal kick out of it. Bingham will take it. Again, a reminder, those free safe standing seats coming next year. Find out more. LAGalaxy.com/safe standing. Bingham knocks into midfield. This will go over everyone's head. Ibra does well as he approached the ball, and everybody reacted. But it'll bounce on back to the keeper, and Fry. Now, Stephen Fry made one incredible save in the first half. They kept the Galaxy off the scoreboard at the time. He hasn't been very busy, though, and obviously with the Galaxy down a man in this one. This one's spilled in the box by Bingham, but cleared away as Felcher comes in late to clear it out.
And that's a good awareness by Felcher, because this is a ball that's actually going wide, and Bingham lays this one out once again. That could have been, looked a little bit dangerous, but Felcher's there.
Galaxy clearance into midfield, can't find Ibrahimovic. And here comes Seattle one more time on the left side. Here's Jones working on Antuna. Back out it goes to Jordan Morris. Gets the give and go with Lodero back into Morris, and it rolls down his chest. And the Galaxy able to clear it out. Still Seattle, though, on possession. Rolled on to the left side. Lodero once again. 2-1 Galaxy, 79th minute now. Jones on that left side. Back out it goes. Rolled on, squares it over. Leerdam ahead to Silva. He played it back, and Leerdam wasn't there. Out comes Pavone for the Galaxy on possession. Able to step through a couple of tackles, still has possession. Can he keep it alive? Not any longer. And this will be possession to Seattle, coming back the other way.
Pavone showing some skills as he's holding off 3, 4, 5 players, but he does have to get that ball off of his feet when he can, but he never really had a chance to get his head up as so many Seattle players were swarming around him.
Buona has been difficult for the Galaxy to deal with as he slaloms through the Galaxy defense, but his pass, his final product, not good enough as it just harmlessly finds David Bingham. David, he'll punt to midfield once again. Ibrahimovic tries to get to this one. It'll bounce on through, and they'll find Antuna. Now Leggett on the right side. The Galaxy 2 on 6 as they move forward. Felcher back to Dos Santos, ahead to Leggett. He'll run it back to find some space at midfield, and does. Left side to Skalvik. Here's Pavon. All the way back it comes to Polenta. Diego does well to get away from Lodero, who was closing him down. Tries to send it forward for Ibrahimovic, a bit short that time. Diego disappointed in himself. It'll go back the other way. Lodero again for Seattle. Rui Diaz checks back. He has it now at the stripe. Right side, Buana.
A lot of the top players for Seattle now checking back to try to get on the ball these last 10 minutes of the match.
Ball goes left side for Jones. Antuna defending there. Just outside the left corner of the box. Roldan. Into center. Lodero once again. Leggett watching him. Leerdam, right wing. Buana. The cross right on the keeper. And David Bingham goes to ground. Nice job by David. Taking direction there from Diego Polenta as well. Told him to go to ground.
Taking a couple extra seconds off the clock.
There you go. Do what you have to do now.
Clock's on your side now.
Long ball on the part of David. Ibrahimovic thought he was fouled the first time. No, says the referee, but this time he was. And a free kick. Foul against Roldan there. And the Galaxy had a chance to catch their breath a bit. Third game of the week for the Galaxy. 6,000-mile trip to D.C. in back. Played Wednesday against FC Dallas, and now tonight. Here's Dos Santos. Lobs it in, looking for Ibra. He plays it down towards the side of the 6 and did not find its way to Felcher, unfortunately. Quickly, Fry picks up, able to play it out to Lodero. He plays in this space, looking for Morris. It'll come on loose towards the Galaxy goal, and we're tied! Jordan Morris apparently on the clearance on the part of Bingham, who came out of his net, as we'll see it again on our replay monitor here going forward. The long ball down the middle. Out came Bingham. His clearance, it hit his own defender, Skalvik. And it goes all the way back in, and we're tied 2-2 in the 82nd minute.
Wow. I mean, wow, you could never expect that type of thing. I'm not exactly sure.
Right in the head.
What was going on there where Bingham comes out. It looks like he slips a little bit and heads the ball as he slips, and it goes right, his header goes right into the head of Skalvik and then rolls about 20 yards plus into the back of the net.
We're 2-2 now in this match, and there is enough time for both clubs in the 83rd minute. Own goal to the Galaxy. It has been rough in terms of the own goal department for LA. Here's Lodero now for Seattle. Into center for Roldan. Out to the left side it goes to Jones. Good job by Antuna. Slow that down for now. But Roldan once again plays into the box. Looking for Silva. He's offside even though it was saved by David Bingham. And possession back to LA. He was way offside there, I believe.
Well, you're going to see a lot of this now. Just a lot of playing with fire as the Galaxy are, playing with fire. Not that far offside, about half a yard,
okay.
Mr. Tatino.
Well, the way the Galaxy pushed up, all of a sudden there was a lot of space for him. But, the timing was about half a yard to a yard for sure.
Yeah, they've got to be very careful at this point in the match. I mean, this is where – you take a goal that's against the run of play and you were feeling high, and now this brings you low. You got to stay in tune with the match, going forward, because there's still plenty of time left. There's a good 6 minutes and then plus.
And stoppage, Julian Araujo will be the player that comes on. He'll be the second substitution for the Galaxy. But right now it's 2-2. Here's Rui Diaz. Out it goes to Leerdam. I think he comes in for Antuna now, in my opinion, in a defensive posture. Lodero knocks it into the box. It'll carry him towards the Galaxy goal and finally out of play as Felcher made a play at it and then stopped. Gonzalez reached out with his right foot and it deflects off him and it almost picked that far post. It goes out for a corner kick.
It almost looked like another own goal coming the way of the Galaxy.
Atlanta all over again.
Yeah, what Seattle's doing is they're just putting balls in dangerous areas and having defenders have to make decisions. And it's starting to starting to go their way a little bit where defenders are a little bit tired, mentally a little bit exhausted, and not able to clear quite right. And a lot of these balls are looking dangerous.
Antuna comes out. Araujo comes in. And most likely in a defensive move on the part of the Galaxy. Here's the corner kick towards that back post. Box away by David, who comes out the far side. Antuna he can't get to it. It'll go out of play for a throw in Seattle. I should say Araujo.
Yeah, so Araujo's sitting on that right side. I think the Galaxy's almost going to be playing like close to a 5 in the back with Araujo kind of helping to support on that right side where Jovan Jones has come in because a lot of the balls are being swung in from over there.
Rolled on to the left side. Jones. He'll try to get the cross away and does. Gonzalez on the header. Able to clear the box. And Araujo have to knock it forward. However, not far enough. Here's Silva. Back out it comes. This time Lodero. On to the right. Buana. Dom making the run into the channel. Buana didn't see him. Lodero again squares it over. Rolled on ahead to Jordan Morris. His hustle allowed for that own goal against the Galaxy, and that's where we stand 2-2.
Yeah, Jordan Morris being impactful as usual against the Galaxy and showing once again how dangerous he can be.
Ball comes top of the box. Skalvik able to clear it out. Finds Pavone. Knocks ahead trying to find Ibrahimovic. He steps in front of him. And again, Seattle on possession. Out the left side it goes. Jones. Watched there by Felcher. It'll come ahead for Lodero. Nice job breaking it up. Gonzalez, however, Seattle still in the offensive third. Here's Morris. Again on the right side. Left side, I should say. Jones. Morris and back out. Leerdam. Lets it go for Roldan to the right side. Buana. 87th minute now. 2-2. Buana tries to slide this one through for Silva. It'll be cleared away by Polenta. Pavone will break one defender, but Buana will get back in time. Fresh legs and plenty of speed on that player. Able to play it back to Keehee. Silva to the right side. Buana one more time. Skalvik defending there. Here's Rui Diaz from the right. Plays into the box. Trying to find Silva just over the top of him as well as Gonzalez. Araujo able to clear to midfield. And this one will go out of play over the far side touch. Another throw-in.
Well, the big thing that's happened is that since Silva has come in for Svensson, he's going up high, playing off of like a second forward with Rui Diaz. And that's allowing Rui Diaz to stay up or make the decision to drop underneath a little bit more and pick up the ball.
This ball will come back to the goalkeeper, Bingham, as it comes on through, intended for Rui Diaz. David will pick up. We're on to the 88th minute now. And where we had thoughts of maybe the Galaxy coming away with all the points, now we're thinking about coming away with the draw. And I think the Galaxy will be positioning themselves on the next substitution to do just that, as Joe Corona is off the bench and able to join the club here in a moment. Here's Lodero at the stripe. He'll take up the space. The Galaxy are in a defensive posture. Ahead it goes to Silva. Right side, Buana. Skalvik out to defend against him. Skalvik still defending. Buana's cross comes on in. The heel ball towards goal is blocked. Then Jordan Morris's shot is saved by David Bingham. And Jordan Morris says he should do better with that ball, certainly.
Well, that should have been a goal from Jordan Morris. He just doesn't seem comfortable on the left foot. But Buana does an excellent job against Skalvik. Gets the ball across, and it's just chaos in front of goal, but Bingham comes up with another huge save as he picks up the ball through traffic. So give Bingham some credit off of this one.
Galaxy clear back to midfield. Here's some heavy legs from LA for sure. Having a hard time even sending long balls ahead, maybe for Ibrahimovic. Here's Roldan. Up the left wing it goes. Lodero. His cross down low. Across, and the shot on goal is wide. The late run there on the part, I believe, of Rui Diaz, and the deflection wide of the near post for a goal kick Galaxy. Substitution LA. Pavone is done, so Joe Corona will come on for him, and I think he's going to help maybe create a triangle in the middle for the Galaxy with Leggett, Corona, and Dos Santos.
Now look, at this point, it's just about sitting on the defensive side. I think this is more of a sub of trying to take time off the clock. For the Galaxy, it's about getting out of here with tie when you're a man down. Now that last play, that ball comes across to Rui Diaz. We talked about Ibrahimovic missing it on the one side. That's the exact same thing that Rui Diaz should have been able to put that one in the back of the net. That's at the 6 where he puts that ball wide.
That's a good reminder, because at the time we said, well, the Galaxy could have put an end to the match, putting it up 3-1. But all of a sudden that equalizer comes back to haunt him. 2-2 here in the final minutes. Here's Lodero, tries to knock it on through. Nice job by Polenta, closes that down. Joe Corona trying to get to this ball. Leerdam closing him. Polenta stays with the play. Has it. Plays in for Ibrahimovic. Ibra trying to get away from Kihi. That could have been a foul against the big man. But no, cleared out of play for a throw-in Galaxy. 3 minutes of added time here, Kobe.
3 minutes, that's enough to make something happen.
It is. See if one team will come away with all the points, or will they share them on this evening? Skalvik with the throw. Here's Corona. Taking off the ball there. Joe has to do better. And he's called for the foul. Got to do better with that one. Here's Lodero for Seattle. Watch there by Leggett. Squares it over to Roldan. Those two players, Roldan, Lodero, have been wide open here in this match since that red card Steres took 6 minutes in. Here's Roldan. Back out it goes. Buona. Watch there by Skalvik. Again, Roldan. This time ahead to Leerdam, who came back from an offside position. And the Galaxy come out with possession on this one.
Well, I'll tell you, this fan base is telling you how intense this game is right now. No one is left. No one's heading towards the exits, because you almost have that feeling that there's going to be one more good chance before the end of this match.
And intently watching, right? There's no singing or anything like that going on right now. This is more of watch, pay attention. Here's Bingham. Knocks this one long. It'll go up the left side. Corona might be able to keep it alive, and he does. Gets away from Leerdam. Corona's cross into the area. Cleared out towards that near side. Joe will let it bounce out of play. Smart play on his part. Throw in here for the Galaxy. Just over a minute to go in this match unofficially. Corona in for Leggett off the throw-in. Back to Joe. He'll find Araujo on the left side. Corona to keep it alive, and he was offside anyway. The Araujo pass there could have been better. In fact, a little bit smarter as he had some time to keep possession.
And here's Lodero picking up the ball at his feet, way in the back and dribbling forward. Just under a minute left here, so could be this series here, probably the last look for the match.
About 30 seconds to go. Galaxy all the way up against their end line, penalty area, I should say, defending. This will come back out. Arriaga, Roldan, Lodero knocks into the box. Polenta with the clearance, top of the area. Silva on his left foot. Fire save by David Bingham. And he saved the point for now. Corner kick, Seattle. We are at time unofficially. Our referee allowing for the corner. It comes back out Jones. He'll play onto the wing. Lodero gets the cross into the box. The header over the bar and out of play. And our referee points to midfield. And this one has come to an end. The teams will share the points in a 2-2 draw here tonight. The Galaxy and the Seattle Sounders. The Galaxy basically dropped to the pitch here. Dos Santos on his backside. Some Seattle players as well on their backside inside the Galaxy 6-yard box. For Seattle, maybe a disappointment in a 2-2 draw, because they really came in feeling like their backs were against the wall and trying to get back up the Western Conference. And for the Galaxy, maybe it's more of achievement in defending and weathering the storm for, 85 minutes or so?
85 minutes, yeah. But the funny thing is, I think for both sides, they're probably going to feel a little disappointed in the result in the end. For Seattle, they probably feel, hey, we could have done better being up a man for so long. And for the Galaxy, it's like, hey, we were up 2-1 and we gave up probably one of the most comical own goals that we've seen, with the goalkeeper coming out, heading it, slipping, heading it into your teammate's head, and then rolling about 20-plus yards to find his way into the back of the net.
And you know what? It's kind of sacrilege for maybe critiquing a guy for not getting a hat trick tonight, but I'm sure Ibrahimovic walks into the locker room saying, I need to score that goal and put the game away, when he's 3 yards out and the keeper is about 5 yards away. And unfortunately for him, he could not find it as it goes wide. 2-2 is the final. The post-game show is coming up next.
Alcatel, the official smartphone partner of LA Galaxy, presents Onyx, a smartphone with the latest tech features at a great price. Enjoy sharp photos with dual rear cameras, enhanced security features with fingerprint and facial recognition, up to 32 gigabytes of storage, and the battery built to last. This beautifully designed smartphone with suede texture finish and expansive 5.5-inch full-view display will handle all of your entertainment needs. Available at Cricket Wireless and AlcatelOnyx.com.
Dignity Health is the official health care partner of the LA Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park. Our doctors and nurses look for the healing effects of human kindness every day at our Southern California hospitals. St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine, and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy babies at dignityhealthcare.org/SoCal.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife, nutrition for a better life, and Toyota. Let's go places.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Every time you close your laptop, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your to-do list is to do one less thing, a Corona gets its lime. Every time you press pause. Every time you unwind or lose track of time, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your feet are up while the sun goes down, a Corona gets its lime. So drop a lime in and find your beach. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal: your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, diehard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LA Galaxy.
It's Toyota's National Clearance Event, and it's going on right now, where you can save big with incredible cashback offers and super low leases on the last of the 2019s. There's no better time to get the Toyota that's perfect for you. So come and take advantage of amazing deals on all 24 Toyota models, like the sporty Camry, the fuel-efficient Prius, the rugged Tacoma, and the adventurous RAV4. But hurry in today. Our 2019s are going fast, and Toyota's National Clearance Event ends soon.
Buying a car is a big deal. Performance, reliability, safety, there are a lot of factors to consider. Fortunately, there's buyatoyota.com. With buyatoyota.com, you can locate a dealer, compare models, set up a test drive, and check out all current offers. It's the only official site for your Southern California Toyota dealers. So when you're looking to buy a new car, buyatoyota.com.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Galaxy are back home September 15th when they take on Sporting Kansas City right here at Dignity Health Sports Park. Secure your tickets today, lagalaxy.com/tickets. For the Galaxy, you look at it and you say, even though they were a man down, Kobe, it's another missed opportunity at home to move up into second place in the Western Conference. And that's something that I think they're going to be scratching their head about. Having said that, you also come away with it saying, hey, you suffered a red card 6 minutes in, and you still got a point out of it.
Yeah, I think you put it all out there. You know, I think both teams in the end may be a little bit disappointed in the result, just from where each team thought that they had a chance to get away with the 3 points in this match. I think Seattle a little bit more so should be disappointed in the fact that they had 80-plus minutes of a man up and really didn't do a whole lot with it. It was like the substitutions that had to come in and make something happen and give a little bit more energy, because I thought they were lacking in energy. And let's be honest, even with the changes they made, they didn't score. It was an own goal.
No, it was. I mean, that's. I think if you're a Seattle fan, that is what is alarming to you at this point. Is saying, okay, you should have put the Galaxy in many more difficult positions throughout the night. Okay, 2-2 is one thing, but really, if you look at the match, they really didn't have the Galaxy in emergency defending mode all that much.
Yeah, you've got to give the Galaxy credit on how they continued to play the way they wanted. They actually dominated a lot of the play while they were down a man, and it was just a mistake as Seattle was starting to push forward towards the end that ended up giving giving Seattle the goal to tie it up.
Now, in terms of the adjustments made at halftime, we both agreed that Seattle was going to come out and be a little more aggressive. Are you good with the fact that the Galaxy came out with a defensive posture to start in the 45 minutes of the second half?
Yes, because, I mean, we can say it was a defensive defensive stance, but when it comes down to it, we have to remember how they finished that first half. They were the better team.
Right.
They were on the upswing. They were feeling pretty good, so they came out pretty much the same and would then adjust according to how Seattle came out. Because let's be honest, when you're playing well, you're doing good, you go into the locker room and say, hey, guys, let's keep it the same. Continue that energy. They're going to come out and do this, this, and that, but let's keep playing the same way that we're doing. And they created chances in the second half. Ibrahimovic should have had a goal, should have had a hat trick. You know, they looked good, and it wasn't until the very end where they gave up a silly,
right.
I mean, once in a – you say that's once in 100 years that type of goal?
Yeah, that was one of those pinball situations, because you just, David certainly, he lost his footing as he came out, but he got enough of it to where it should have found harm's way, and it doesn't. What it does is it just kind of, bap into the head of Skelvic, and what is he, chasing it 25 yards as it's spinning towards his goal and he can't catch up to it?
Well, that's the big part for me. He's about 25 yards out with the header from Bingham hits Skelvic and then starts rolling towards goal. And it's not, usually when something like that happens, it's a soft roll. That thing was going at pace, where Skelvic was at a full sprint and couldn't catch it.
Yeah, he was trying. He was doing the best he could, and it kind of, it was almost like it was on artificial surface. It picked up steam as it was going along. And so the teams have to share the points. Both will be disappointed to a certain degree. Certainly for the Galaxy, there's a silver lining, having absorbed the red card and taken care of business, not losing the game. And for Seattle, I think you look at it and say, yeah, you want to turn your season around because you're disappointed in the way things have gone. And having said that, they have given up 3+ goals in 3 straight games, and 2 to a team that was down a man on the 4th.
Yeah, and so even though they come back and end up tying this game, I don't think they go home feeling good about themselves. No. And I think they're still in a precarious situation, probably feeling like, okay, where's our season going? Because it's definitely on the down. They're on the downslope right now.
These teams are going to be seeing themselves again, Labor Day weekend. at Seattle. So it's going to be interesting run. We expect it to be crazy the rest of the way, and certainly tonight was one of that example. We will take a short time out. We come back with the man of the match, the moment of the match as well, and we'll get you ready for what will be next, which will be the Derby with Kobe Jones, Joe Tutino, Galaxy 2, Seattle 2. The postgame continuing right after these.
Dignity Health is the official health care partner of the LA Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park. Our doctors and nurses look for the healing effects of human kindness every day at our Southern California hospitals. St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine, and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy babies at dignityhealthcare.org/SoCal.
Course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Every time you close your laptop, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your to-do list is to do one less thing, a Corona gets its lime. Every time you press pause. Every time you unwind or lose track of time, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your feet are up while the sun goes down, a Corona gets its lime. So drop a lime in and find your beach. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Want more for less? Spectrum Mobile delivers. Grab your wireless bill to compare and see how you can save up to 40% a month with our unlimited data plan for $45 a line, or our buy the gig plan for $14 a gig, all with free nationwide talk and text. Call 855-535-7732. Get Spectrum Mobile today. Call 855-535-7732. Savings based on comparison of single-line unlimited plans amongst major national carriers as of 10/21/18. Visit Spectrum.com for offer restrictions and details.
Toyota's National Clearance Event is on, and that means huge factory cashback savings, like an incredible $3,500 back on a new Avalon or Prius Prime, $3,000 on a new Avalon Hybrid Electric or Tundra, or $2,000 back on a new Highlander. There's even $1,000 back on a new Prius Liftback, Camry, or Camry Hybrid Electric. Excludes TRD Pro and Highlander Hybrid. Must take delivery from 2019 new car dealer stock by midnight September 3rd. So hurry in today.
You expect the best performance from a new car when you drive it home. Shouldn't you expect nothing less down the road? That's why every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan that covers factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first, as well as 24-hour roadside assistance and lockout protection. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. See dealer for details and exclusions.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
We welcome you back. Post-game show continues here at Dignity Health Sports Park with Kobe Jones, Joe Tutino. What does this draw do for the Galaxy? Well, not all that much. I mean, the loss certainly would have really hurt for LA, but the draw keeps the Galaxy still in third place and 1 point back of Minnesota. And if you think about it, Minnesota was home against Orlando and they drew 1-1. So if we're talking about the Galaxy being disappointed, I think Minnesota has to be disappointed tonight as well. RSL, they lost at home to LAFC tonight, so they stay at 40 points, 1 point back of the Galaxy. And it is just bunched up, Kobe, between second place, 42, and sixth place, let's say that, San Jose, 38 points. There's a 4 points difference, and 5 with seventh place Portland, who's at 37 points. So it is just going to be, it'll be a drag race to the finish here.
Yeah, and I would also add on 8th place, which is out of the playoffs, is at 37
yeah.
too with FC Dallas. So it's like you said, this is going to be a knockdown, drag out next few weeks, which makes it exciting for us and exciting for MLS to watch and see who's going to be in, who's going to be out.
Wow, this is exactly what any league would love at this point. This many teams still in the conversation to get into the postseason, heading into the final month of play. If you're at the league level, you're ecstatic about what you have this season, because it's not only in the Western Conference, the same craziness is going on in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, it's all over. The league is, like we said early on, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get, and everybody's beating everyone. So it's really interesting. We're at, on any given day, any team can pick up points. So that's making it exciting.
Man of the Match is brought to you by Herbalife Nutrition. Herbalife Nutrition for a better life. Mr. Jones, who do you like tonight?
Anybody else here? Come on.
No, I don't think so.
It's going to the Lion, Ibrahimovic. He's picked up another brace.
Yeah.
Is that 3 braces in a row for him?
Yeah, well, I guess so. A hat trick at home. You'd say hat trick with LAFC, and then the 2 braces together. I guess a brace is part of a hat trick, right?
Yeah.
And so in that regard, yeah. I mean, man, and I hate to be critical of him because you say should have had a hat trick, and the Galaxy most likely would have taken all the points. But hey, it is what it is, and it happens to everybody, unfortunately, and it happened to him this evening. Moment of the Match is brought to you by Alcatel, the official smartphone of the LA Galaxy. Alcatel is available at Cricket Wireless. I would say if I can offer one up, the moment of the match has to be the silliness at the end, the own goal.
Yeah, because I think that threw everybody for a loop at that possibly could have happened. That does go for the moment of the match. Maybe a little bit comical, maybe a little bit sad and depressing, but it was impactful in the game.
Next week, the Galaxy, actually a week from tomorrow, the Galaxy up the freeway as the derby continues, the LA Derby. Galaxy at LAFC. LAFC on their way to a historic regular season. Certainly on their way to the Supporters' Shield, but once the playoffs get underway, you never know, especially this year, as it's just a one-and-done type situation. So if you are trying to get a grip of what the MLS is doing in the playoffs, think of it as the NFL way of doing things. Think of it as the knockout round at the World Cup. One game, and you move on to the next, and that's how it's going to be.
Win or go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's extremely important now about getting that home field advantage, trying to make sure that you're at the top of the table so you're actually hosting that game.
Now, the Galaxy, for whatever reason, are still, from what I understand, in the heads of the entire organization that is LAFC. I heard it prior to the game when the Galaxy played at home against LAFC that people were saying that, and I thought they were kind of kidding. And then the game, the way the game developed, showed, yeah, maybe they're correct. Now they get the Galaxy at their place, where the Galaxy last year also came back and got a point away. We expect a barn burner. I think so.
Yeah, I always think when these two teams match up, it's always exciting. The first matchup really kind of set the tone for it, and it's going to continue. I think just the history of these two clubs, it's going to go back and forth over the years and generations. This is what you want to see. If you're a soccer fan in Los Angeles, you want derbies. You want that competitiveness determining who's going to be the king of the city.
Well, on this night, the Galaxy suffered a red card to Daniel Steres, put themselves in a difficult situation. He was the last man back, and that's where the red card came. Galaxy were basically a man down from the 6th minute on. They had a 2-1 lead, then unfortunately gave up an own goal and had to settle for a 2-2 draw against the Seattle Sounders. 26,213 were on hand for this one. Not quite a sellout at Dignity Health Sports Park, which 27,000 is that magic number, but still a great crowd on hand. And there'll be another sellout crowd at Bank of California Stadium a week from tomorrow in a much smaller facility. For Kobe Jones, Joe Tutino saying so long from Dignity Health Sports Park. Once again, the final score, Galaxy 2, Seattle 2. Good night, everybody.
Dignity Health is the official health care partner of the LA Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park. Our doctors and nurses look for the healing effects of human kindness every day at our Southern California hospitals. St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital, downtown LA, St. Bernardine, and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Learn about emergency services, health care, and healthy babies at dignityhealthcare.org/SoCal.
Course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And will perform at this world-class level 31 times a year. Powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. Power up like a pro. Contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Every time you close your laptop, the Corona gets its line. And every time your to-do list is to do one less thing, the Corona gets its line. Every time you press pause. Every time you unwind or lose track of time, the Corona gets its line. And every time your feet are up while the sun goes down, the Corona gets its line. So drop the line and find your beach. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal, your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed. And that includes their fierce, diehard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LA Galaxy.
Alcatel, the official smartphone partner of LA Galaxy, presents Onyx, a smartphone with the latest tech features at a great price. Enjoy sharp photos with dual rear cameras, enhanced security features with fingerprint and facial recognition, up to 32 gigabytes of storage, and the battery built to last. This beautifully designed smartphone with suede texture finish and expansive 5.5-inch full-view display will handle all of your entertainment needs. Available at Cricket Wireless and AlcatelOnyx.com.
Want more for less? Spectrum Mobile delivers. Grab your wireless bill to compare and see how you can save up to 40% a month with our unlimited data plan for $45 a line, or our buy the gig plan for $14 a gig, all with free nationwide talk and text. Call 855-535-7732. Get Spectrum Mobile today. Call 855-535-7732. Savings based on comparison of single line unlimited plans amongst major national carriers as of 10/21/18. Visit Spectrum.com for offer restrictions and details.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. And SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
Like I remember